All right, so I'll give this a minute before I actually get started. But yeah, if you look at the description, made the mistake of searching the word sex on Lucas's Facebook profile. And as Lucas used to be fond of saying in some of his memes, I guess that's your problem, or at least in this case, I'm going to make it your problem. I had to see it, the rest of you have to fucking see it now. And there's actually two different search sorts of results that you get here. Um, One of them is the first search result I have up is just searching it without any filters on. But if I toggle the most recent filter on, it serves up an entirely different set of posts. So you get to see all of them because I had to see all of them, and I'm making it your problem. So, right, I'll just kind of wait for a minute here before really starting anything because I can, and because I'm still sort of watching. I pulled an old Lenovo third gen out of a recycle pile of laptops and threw a solid state and an install of Mint on it. It's actually running pretty well. Just sort of finishing up getting it up and going. It's not super interesting probably to anyone but me, but I like repurposing old computers like that. I should really go back to the membrane keyboard when I have this thing on because honestly, the mechanical is just like super loud. Yeah, sharing is definitely not caring in this. The sharing this is just like proof that I can't stand any of y'all. This is awful. Okay. Um. Oh right, I forgot to resize my stupid windows. Good for me. Well, let's just move that up out of the way. Make you smaller so I can actually watch the chat while I'm scrolling through the absolute horror of what I found. This is so gross. All right. So these are not in a particular order without any filters. So they're just going to kind of be jumping all over the place. I know it's a bit small, so I'll try to remember to read the dates off, but I'm not making any promises that I'm going to remember to do that because I already have had a couple of drinks. Yeah, never dated younger women. Yeah. So this one is from Christmas Eve 2016. And Lucas posted this nasty looking picture of some overcooked PF Chang's nightmare food, right? Um, Lobster and filet mignon I ate by myself at PF Chang's. It's a great way to start. I've been alone for 5 years. I've never dated younger women. My goal is to date women born in the 1990s. It's 2016. Liberals cannot be both liberals and bigots. This isn't about sex. It's about dating a 37-year-old man who's lost 175 pounds and knows where to eat in Spokane. It's PF Chang's. Why would, if you're trying to impress somebody by pretending you're a foodie, why would you admit that you were at PF Chang's? That's not really a foodie sort of place. That's like drunk college food. I only ate half my meal and gave the take home box to a guy standing on the street without a home and blankets. The grammar there makes it sound like his house did not have blankets. Don't you dare tell me atheists aren't moral. I'm clearly moral. Love the virtue signaling. So he's clearly moral because he gave half of an oversalted, overcooked PF Chang's meal to some random homeless guy. This is about younger women. This isn't about money. This is about younger women not wanting to date older men. Specifically, Lucas, they just don't want to date you. I know guys at the homeless shelter with attractive girlfriends. Some of these men are in their 50s and 60s dating 18 to 25-year-old women they probably met at church or or got confidence by stealing from my website. This struggle is about age differences and bigotry. You'd be eating better if you were with me, honey. That's eating better. And PF Chang's is eating better. And I don't think we've got a PF Chang's here either, but a Panda Express just opened. And that is just, oh, that's so nasty looking. Just God. It's like dog food. Have sex with me, I'm not a Republican. It's not a reason. That one, when did he post that one? 2014. And then we're back to 2016. I think I can have a meaningful relationship with an 18-year-old woman because I've seen it right here in Spokane. There's 40-year-old men legally dating 16-year-olds here. You're welcome. Well, they're not legally dating 16-year-olds. I haven't had a sex or a date in 5 years. Christians, no strangers to being thieves. He's back on this again, actually, recently. Um, the whole Christians are stealing all the women from him. And now we jump to 2017. It says, it must be nice being an old guy in Spokane, getting all of these young women to have sex with you while I can afford better food and alcohol for them. This was when he was living in transitional housing. You might not want to display it so openly when I've spent 8 months telling you how age gap love is better and 5 years without sex or a girlfriend and trying to, hook me up. Well, this one has a lot of comments on it. Speak at the comments. Sometimes the comments are actually really good. Are you trying to say he'd provide alcohol for underage girls and he didn't? And well, he said no. Food for them. Why not find a young prostitute? Blocked. Then he's mad that they're not taking him seriously. Someone says ignore the trolls and bigots. And then he says, how about young women? Stop going with every other dude but me. Talk shit and I block you. Take me seriously or I'm blocking you. I hate everyone. I hate everyone now. Yesterday, some of you I didn't hate, but now I hate every one of you. No one is taking me seriously. Just stop. Stop laughing. Don't laugh. Laugh, get blocked. Talk shit, get blocked. Stop. Just stop. So this is where he was mad at the laugh emotes. I think I mentioned that he used to get mad at the laugh emotes in the last stream, but here's a good example of this. Like, he just loses his shit. He was medicated on this, by the way. These are responses he posted while medicated. When someone says, you okay there, pal? Tomorrow's another day. Cheer up. Have you tried Meetup? Nah, do it the way I asked, by emailing and not trolling. Not everyone's a troll. He just all caps is bullshit. And someone says, go to the club. And, of course, here's somebody clearly trolling him. It says, oh, I've always taken you seriously. Anyone who puts this much effort into blah, 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 and whatever. Do you take constructive criticism or advice? And then the person who just said that she always takes him serious is like, he doesn't like either. Pussy or bust with him. Dr. Werner. I'm here for you, Lucas Werner. Why don't you try a lady boy like me? Because I'm straight. Jesus. I'm going to have to look at the comments on these. Okay. So now we go back to 2015. And Lucas says, most chicks toss me shit and say I'm ugly and a pervert for only being interested in younger women. Much younger, but legal. Oh, I toss it right back. It's not a choice. It's brain chemistry. I haven't had sex in 5 years. I'm only interested in younger women, period. Will not tolerate what does not amount to a choice. It is a choice, Lucas. You need to let it go, and I both... Wait, you need to let it go like you and I both let it go about gay people. You listen to a smart pot smoker long enough. He's a pot smoker, I'll give him that much. And you'll be convinced you have to consume cannabis or you'll die sooner with less happiness in your life. I wish people saw sex like marijuana, so they want it on the federal schedule list and you could be arrested for having it in most states, because it's the same kind of thing. Without it, you'll die sooner and with less happiness. The big open secret is that both these things could be rationalized, that we medically need as human beings in order to survive and grow in our evolution. Maybe we're not there yet in how we view the world, but it took time for cannabis users to be respected for their intelligence. I mean, even now with weed legal to some extent in most states, I don't know that anybody looks at a stoner and goes, yeah, I respect that dude for his intelligence. That's not normally the first thing that comes to mind when somebody finds out you smoke weed is, wow, you must be really intelligent. Comments on this one ought to be good. Why? Were you just in the closet, or were you dating? You were dating those 60-year-olds. Oh, so Luke. Oh, Jesus. So Lucas answered this question. So somebody asked him, "Were you in the closet, so to speak, when you were dating those 60-something-year-olds?" So they're talking about Suzanne because she was like 18 years older than him. And he says yes. Lucas thinks he was in the closet when he was dating Suzanne. What in the absolute hell is going on in the other room? Hey, Google, turn on the dining room lights. Cat, what the fuck? Hold on a minute. What are you doing? How did you knock all of that over? Google, turn off the dining room lights. I don't know how they managed to do that. Cats. Anyway. Yeah, that was in one post, and I don't actually have that one up, but someone was joking with him about like state mandated girlfriends, and he thought they were serious, and then backtracked and said they were a joke when people started laughing at him. It's a fact that, oh, Jesus. These are Lucas's words here, not mine. It's a fact that gay dudes eat cock. Just accept it and move on. When someone makes a comment about pedophiles, Lucas says, "I'm not into kids." Then another one mentions pedophiles, and a few people mention pedophiles. Let's see. How old are you? Because most well-adjusted young girls have no interest in older guys. Or the older man has some self-respect. I don't know what Lucas's diversions are. Bitches ain't loyal. Lucas, nobody's loyal to you. You're single. So now we're going to jump to 2019. This was summer 2019. Basically, Lucas thinks everyone's a slut because they won't sleep with him. So it's total incel logic. Let's see here. I told a buddy I didn't want him to come to the bar with me because he embarrasses me in public and he's loud. Lucas, you don't have any buddies. You really don't. Especially in 20. Oh, well, like maybe he tricked a neighbor into going with him. He said he wouldn't, but then I tested him. We walked around to find the bars in Spokane without going in. Use the internet. We just walked around to see where the bars were located. You've lived there for like 4 years at this point, predominantly in the downtown area. How the fuck do you not know where the bars are? He pretty much mentioned me wanting to have sex with an earshot of women. I've always corrected him by saying that it begins with friendship. Oh. See, now that's interesting because he bitches all the time about being friend zoned and how he doesn't want female friends. He wants a girlfriend. Okay, but saying it begins with friendship and begins again with marriage for me, which makes me look like a nerd, but I'd rather be seen as a nerd than a giant sleazebag. Honey, you are not successful at that. Nobody sees you as a nerd. They definitely see you as a giant sleazebag. Yeah, he's a really specific type of incel. I mean, incels are incels, but he's really specific. As I cringed and we kept walking. Things that never happened. Then he got in trouble with my apartment manager the next day for coming in the building by having others let him in, which isn't cool because I got talked to for it. So I texted him after he left to nicely ask him not to come around anymore. He called me hours later. I've told him if he texts me, I will respond, but that I haven't actually answered the phone in 3 months without a text. He never texts. He calls, squints. I was very clear that if he comes around, I was going to wait until he left and then talk to the manager about him. Okay, Karen, settle down. Come on, load the damn comments. Come on, let's go. We're not going to load the comments? Come on. Rude. You. November 25th, 2020. Birthday sex? Well, up to you, Gen Z. Gen Z clearly said no because he didn't get any. I sorta dated a 30-year-old a couple of years ago, so this is from 2020. No sex, just eating. She said she refused to date black guys, but every guy other than me was basically just appropriating black culture, and she was always annoyed with these guys while always flocking back to the Wiggers. That's with a W. That's the old term from the 90s. We all know what it means. Literally nobody uses that word anymore. Like every time he says that, I just wonder if his brain got stuck in like 1994 because people used to say that all the time when I was in high school, and we are the same age. Because sometimes women make bad decisions. Yeah, like going out to eat with you. Jesus Christ, that poor woman, if that ever actually happened. Friendship is a bitter tango. Really don't want to load the comments on that one. Okay. And then we fall back to 2015. I'm pretty sure Lucas thinks black culture is just being able to say the N word without having people basically try to kick your ass. But who the hell knows? And none of these are super long. I skimmed through them earlier. None of them are that horrible long manifesto like the nightmare I did yesterday. So 2015, April 20th, 2015. 420. I don't know how much I have to say this. I need a girlfriend because I want to live longer and have a happier life. Living things that bond their chemicals with other living things evolve to higher states of adaptation. Citations. The whole reason sex feels great is because body chemicals reach out for their complement body chem. Not really, but okay. Which causes the correct electrical signals to fire to complete the necessary computational sequence as the cosmos properly breaks at the correct dimensional logic algorithm for completion. How does he? I'm glad he's not like doing speech to text because he'd run out of breath. My male chemicals need the female chemicals for me to initiate the correct asymmetrical quantum probabilistic mathematical bond necessitation through the predeterminate coordinate of the material universe. Dude, just say you're sick of jacking off. Please load the comments on this one. Oh, thank God. Someone's going to share it. One lower than a quant, once, twice, thrice. A simple I'm lonely would suffice. You'd think these women would understand. Sex is also for stress reduction and pair bonding with another person. There are health reasons for sex beyond reproduction. He must be talking to somebody that he blocked or deleted the comments of, because normally he tries to keep it. Yeah, I'm slowly getting away from too sober to understand. I don't understand it when I'm not sober, but at least it's funnier when I'm not sober. Incorrect. Whales, dolphins, monkeys, pigs all fuck for pleasure alone. And dolphins do some pretty fucked up shit, too. While as adjunct to reproduction, even seen female dogs try to fuck each other, they seem to enjoy it. Surprised Lucas doesn't know anything about dog behavior. Pretty sure all mammals have sex for pleasure. It seems to be a mammalian trait to screw around. It may even be a bird trait. No, because frogs hump for fun. I think slugs do too. I would love to know what the hell comments got deleted here. Great, now he's quoting Bloodhound Gang. Yeah, and there's plenty of that's a slur porn to suggest that that's still a slur, fuck for fun, both genitalia, duh. Then he links to a YouTube video of slugs having sex and squids having sex. That's not entirely the point, person that he clearly deleted. No matter how much chocolate I eat, it doesn't feel like putting my dick in pussy. I can't fuck a radiator woman. I'll burn my dick and testes. I spelled testes wrong. Off. What? Okay. Yeah, Lucas probably has a whole playlist of that stuff. I mean, that's all Lucas really could do, and he wouldn't even be able to grab anything. He probably just has to like rub on it or something. Ugh. Oh, we're back to 2015, and now he's talking about Bernie Sanders. We're going to open with girl. It's always a great way to open. Open with girl, because all adult women like to be called girl by a fat hobo. Bernie Sanders and I are both poorer, older. Wait. Bernie Sanders is poor? Doesn't he own like 3 houses? I mean, even one house is pretty good in the economy the way it is now, but I'm pretty sure Bernie Sanders makes pretty good bank. But I guess Lucas thinks he's poor? Actually, the silverback thing isn't totally off because I guess apparently like the big old silverback gorillas are maybe 2 to 3 inches tops, and it's about where Lucas is. So maybe his back hair is gray. All right, girl. Bernie Sanders and I are both poor, older, liberal, atheist. Bernie. Okay, there's a couple things wrong with that statement, but okay. I say that because Bernie is against the corporate capitalist system, and religion as a hierarchy and of control to keep the almighty dollar in charge of the true almighty of the people. As well, Bernie's got a younger wife. I'm in no way misogynist. I haven't had sex since 2012. Some say 2011, and I'm overly optimistic. What? Time is... You... It's not how time works. Yeah, Lucas is about 50% incorrect about everything he just said about Bernie Sanders there. I love women. I've dated older women and women with kids. I'm 36, and I'm only really interested in the youngest women possible. Woo. Let's examine sexuality before judging sexuality. Stop being a lesbian. See, maybe it's not your problem. You can't legalize or legislate morality. Don't judge those who sin differently than you. Sin, like mental illness, is a disease created by the truly sick who command you to believe for the sake of profit, not profit, P-R-O-P-H-E-D-T. Money. Now you understand my atheism and my assertion that Bernie is an atheist. What? Okay. I'm sure this thought order made sense to him at some point. I don't understand how, but I'm sure it made sense to him when he was typing it up. I'm only interested in younger women at this time. Democratic socialism means redistributing to the poor. Those two thoughts are not related. I've got an EBT card, also not related to the previous two. I've given away $1,500 to the poor since 2012. Nobody is impressed by virtue signaling. You're not generous if you have to make a show of giving money to the homeless and poor. You are exploiting them for your own ego. Thank you. Let's see. I only really want a younger, attractive girlfriend. They're everywhere in this town. I guess it's just a matter of waiting for the maturity level in Olympia. Oh, he was still in Olympia at this point. To be accepting of what I feel I need. Actually, if you look at his profile name, I think his Facebook URL is still the Olympia Atheist. He never changed it because he probably doesn't know how. Again, I don't judge you for being gay, if that's you, so maybe don't judge me for wanting a younger girlfriend for so many of your misandrist, hate-filled years. Misandry is not a thing. Religion is misogynistic, oligarchic, classist, lying system, and it ought to be eradicated from the globe. Think about it. He's back to this Kepler 452b. This is the stupid planet he mentioned in some other fuckery that he wrote, saying that he knew that there was like intelligent life there just waiting to contact us, and he could say that because he knows they're benevolent. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about here, and I should probably look it up at some point, but I honestly don't care enough to do it. Just that he thinks he knows of a benevolent alien race somewhere that's just waiting for the correct time to give us a contact. I don't think that's the case, but okay. So anyway, if we were trying to send a message to Kepler 452b and found that their dominant species was fighting each other over some imaginary plant, rock, animal, robot energy hybrid with zero evidence of existing and their own people were dying over this entity for 1,000,000 years, you'd think they were pretty crazy, and yet that's Earth. This is not the world we live. Okay, 1,000,000 years is not, I'm sure that was probably hyperbole, but not 1,000,000 years. Atheists want to evolve past the bloodshed. We want a better world for everyone. Some of us think Bernie Sanders will usher in that progression. Save your God bless yous if you want a boyfriend who isn't imaginary, who will take you to nice places to eat, like P.F. Chang's. Lucas is mad at lesbians because they get more pussy than he does, I'm sure. So Let's see. Oh, pamper you with what? His nasty little apartment with no bathroom? Oh, no, wait, he was still in Olympia. He was homeless. And no end of hot sex that better than untold heavens. Talk to me. We're all one species and I will always love you. Okay, he's not going to. No, there's no possible way he's good at anything related to sex. Oh, come on, load the comments on this one. Oh, you absolute bastard. Oh, he'll also say your name during sex. No, please don't. And then it jumps to 2021, January 2021. Stay home and stay safe. When you cough, check your drawers for black liquid shit. In case something squirted out your ass, take your temperature by pointing a laser at your head. Then repeat after me. It's only gonna get worse. Now go have sex with someone new every night because your brain is made of pickled tater tot jello. He's got a thing for shit and feet. Like, okay. Really not going to show me the comments. Great. The one post I want to see comments on. Can we see comments on this post? Curious about the recent 2 to 3 days old constant talk about fecal matter is all about. Just asking out of concern. And he just asks where the women I need hook me up, and then you can have your precious interview. And Dylan says it's an online question, by which definition is not an interview, but I respect your decision. I don't think people would be interested in an interview about diarrhea anyway. And Lucas says no questions then. And this dude, Evan, says, I for one would be interested in a diarrhea interview, and Dylan just says $100. Yeah, pretty much right after he was catfished to LA. And then this person clearly trolling him says that he's funny. She says, oh, at least someone noticed. I love your sense of humor, Lucas. Thank you, doll. Hug. Wow, you know he's old when he puts emotes in fucking parentheses. And then after that somehow didn't get him laid, he posted, where are the women at? Somebody hook me up. God, so stupid. And then it bounces back to 2016, where Lucas says, I've never dated younger women. I want to try that. The youngest women. There's nothing wrong with that. However, go on a dating site and try to get a message through to 18 to 22-year-olds. As a 37-year-old male, you'll never get a message through to them unless you lie about your age, which will eventually catch up to you if you're looking for more than just sex. Women born in the 1990s are the most gorgeous women on earth. They're also very liberal and intelligent. They're not racist, sexist, homophobic, or xenophobic. Let's talk about ageism. And then he links to his shitty website. And he's arguing with people in the comments. So Dorothy says you might find, like a lot of men do, that the anticipation is better than the having. Lucas says no. And someone else said no, and we all agree that it's a no. And then Dorothy comes back with that she's got men that would say affirmative, and he's tried to say hearsay, but he spelled it here and then say. Go on FetLife. They love old guys there. I'm not into kink. And then Brandon says, how do you know what you're into if you never had a girl? Lucas, I had 8 ex-girlfriends. Brandon says, not within the last 5 years. Lucas says, I said no. And so did all the girls who aren't into you, but they're instantly a bigot and a hateful millennial for doing so. And Lucas just replies to, I've never dated younger women. Stop belittling me. Yeah, Lucas is an idiot. Apparently, millennials only date other millennials. He got into the Gen Z thing around the end of 2017, so we're still on millennials in 2016. And then Brandon says, just saying, not taking no for an answer is pretty rapey. And Lucas comes back with, I thought you were on my side. Now I feel threatened. And Brandon asks him, how do you feel threatened? Lucas says, stop. And then he says, I keep wondering if anyone just goes out to eat anymore because I see it all the time. Oh yeah, Lucas has absolutely no idea that like all 3,000 of his friends are literally just like 3,000 trolls. Corbin asking him if he's considered a mail order bride. Lucas says why? Because a normal date's out of the question. It's this kind of thing that really irritates me. And then Charlotte basically just says you're homeless, nobody's going to love you, you act like a child, you don't have any money, whatever. And Lucas says Hater, you keep going. Blocked. And Amelia comes in with, he's homeless and like 38. Oh my god, I'm 23 and I own my own house. And Lukey Poo, you're a sexist bigot. I just want to cuddle. That's not what nerdy is. And now we're to 2014, so Lucas is still fairly newly single at this point, just a couple of years. Yeah, he couldn't. Could you imagine Lucas ending up on a show like 90 Day Fiance? That would be horrifying. And they'd pay him, so I definitely wouldn't want to see that. So on December 19th, 2014, Lucas says, I think I'd be a pretty good guy for a gal. I'm at home all the time. What home? I don't do drugs. I don't drink very often. I don't smoke pot or tobacco very often. Jesus, that is old. I cook most of my own food. I'm a pretty good roommate. Your former roommates would definitely have other things to say about that. They like me. They do not. That's why you got kicked out of every place you've ever lived that had other people in it. Lost a lot of weight since I last had sex 3 years ago. I exercise. I walk a lot. I give food to the homeless and college kids. I'm smart. I'm funny. I'm interesting. I shower often. My hygiene has been consistent lately. The implications of that are not great. I'm good with cats and dogs. No. There's that one tiny video clip of you trying to interact with Suzanne's cats, and they were trying desperately to get the fuck away from you. I'm 420 friendly. I know I don't have a lot of money, but I'm responsible. Responsible, yeah, you have a state-appointed payee. You're not responsible with jack shit. I'm responsible with what I do have, and I try to use my time wisely. Yeah, if your hygiene is good, you don't have to point that out. If people tell you you smell like, say, piss and onions all the time, which is apparently what Lucas smells like, somebody who knew him posted that like years ago. So if you smell like piss and onions, you probably don't shower often and your hygiene is definitely not consistent. Hang out a lot. I don't really do anything exciting, but I have my hobbies. I've really gotten into quantum physics. Oh god, this was right around the first college saga. Oh my lord. Quantum physics. Lucas thinks he can do quantum physics. Sure, Lucas. Okay. I've really gotten into quantum physics. I'm mostly into something I call temporal physics. He made up a new branch of physics. This is like fucking the age gap breeding PhD. I'm mostly into something I call temporal physics. It's a discipline I created myself, dedicated to the study of time, anti-time, space-time warpatures, black holes, wormholes, time travel, and the cogency between temporal and anti-temporal system. What the goddamn fuck? I'm gonna just grab a copy of that, because that seems like a good one to keep. I don't have a proper window open for that. There we go. Toss a date on there because that doesn't copy correctly. It sounds like one of the really bad episodes of Star Trek where you can kind of tell they were trying to do something and it just ended up being like really campy and unintentionally dumb. That's what that sounds like. I'm slowly working on a book. I wrote an equation. I designed a shirt. I'm clever. I'm definitely clever. Anyone else getting like Millhouse, but my mom says I'm cool vibes here? I'm really looking forward to an Elizabeth Warren presidency. What the fuck happened to Bernie Sanders? Was this before Bernie? Does Bernie know? Yeah, anything with Star Trek and time travel is just like always funny. And I mean, like the first stable wormhole we run into has a bunch of non-linear beings that don't really have any concept of what linear time is like, and are just really content to let the nearby planet think that they're gods. That is a pretty cool wormhole, though. Where was I? Oh, Elizabeth Warren presidency because she's anti-corporate. I'm also looking forward to Mars 1. Atheist men are better in bed than God because we actually exist. You know, if my choices were Lucas or a God who may or may not exist, I'm going for the God. Can't be worse. Yeah, if you have to tell people you're intelligent, clever, funny, kind, generous, anything like that, you definitely aren't. Because if you were, you wouldn't have to tell people. They would just kind of know it. If you have to tell them, you aren't. You are virtue signaling, and you're. I don't think he ever like matured mentally beyond his teenage years. He seems like he's perpetually stuck at around like 14 or 15. Did I touch my glasses? This is my glass. It better be my glasses that are blurry and not my actual eye. That wouldn't be great. Yeah, I would. I mean, if you gave me the option to fuck Lucas or just like never have sex of any kind again, not doing sex again. According to the timer, about 36 minutes. I'm trying to clean my glasses off because I can't see the damn screen clear enough to read without them, and one lens got super blurry because I probably touched it. From my experience, Christian dudes are both greedy and lazy, not to mention violent and deceptive. If I was a chick, I wouldn't want to date a religious dude. You're about an inch away from being a chick. It'd be like dating Lex Luthor when there are so many Supermen out there. Okay, first of all, you spelled that wrong. Second of all, there aren't many Supermen. I mean, there's like Bizarro Superman and Superman. So that's like two, which doesn't really count as maybe there's more Superman. I don't know. I was really into Superman when I was a kid because up at our cabin we had like a whole fucking huge collection of comics from the 40s that were my um, were my grandparents that they had, and they're actually still up there. Oddly enough, that's where yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of old comics and books at that place, and I'm like, so I got into like the really old comics, and then I just kind of lost interest in it. So maybe there's more than two Supermen out there. I don't fucking know. I do remember Lex Luthor and the whole because they posted an image of it to the farms with Lucas looking bald, but the cartoons from the 80s, I used to watch those when I was a kid too. Oh, well, I'm single, younger women only. Thanks. I have my reasons. Those reasons being I've never dated a younger women. Okay, first of all, that's one reason. Second of all, a younger woman, a with an A, woman with an A. When all else fails, you have to take the road untraveled, enjoy the snacks, questions, comments, rage conversation. Weebly doesn't exist anymore, and this is when he was still going by the broke atheist in Olympia. Oh, there's comments. Really not good. There's only four. And it's not going to let me see them. Cool. Thanks, Firefox. And 2014 still, I know you want to talk to me, but you're a Christian dude, so let me tell you about women. Okay. Younger women are better. They're hotter, loyaler, trusting, giving, forgiving, and kind, but only if you're better. So become hotter, loyaler, trusting, giving, forgiving, and kind. You get what you do. And this was a link to his band Plenty of Fish profile. Lucas, you could lose another 150 pounds, plastic surgery yourself up, and you would still not be anything close to hot or giving or kind. Yeah, oh, this is just horrible. This is from 2020. The calendar shall now be as follows: Wernuary, Wern Brewery, Warch, Wern Pro, Way, Woon, Willai, Werngust, Werntember, Werntober, Wernvember 27th, which is his birthday, is now designated as all hot ladies get naked with Wern on sex with Wern Day. culminating in Wern Sember. What in that? Warch, I think, is my favorite one in there. Warch. And Wolai and Woon. Like, he just gave up on the Wern part and just like, fuck it, I don't know what to do with these. Do we get to see the comments? Apparently we do not get to see comments. Back to 2014. No, you idiot. Erections are where sex comes from. And if they're enlightened and educated, they'll give us great freaky styly communication. Go sit down with the bitches. Go on, keep going. Ugh. I don't want to even think about Lucas being dressed like that. Watch. So he's like trying to drag a dude that's been dead for centuries. Yeah, okay. I guess you know he won't hit back. 2019, modern dating is where you trade goods and services away in order to have sex, and after you have a bunch of sex, you fall in love. That's not okay. Postmodern dating is where you hang out in a group, then end up alone together, so you have sex and the relationship fizzles out after a month because the only thing you share in common is you both like to have sex. What? Whatever. And then we fall back to geez, 2012. Okay. The more people tell you not to talk about things, the more you're going to talk about things. For instance, awesome or scary. He linked to an old HuffPost thing about like sex robots. And 2013, if poor people did nothing but have sex all the time, I wouldn't be sitting here watching TV. What are you posting on Facebook? Of course, even when I had nothing, I didn't have sex. Homeless people are extremely territorial, like dogs. Hey, I'd like to have sex. Homeless people are kind of stupid. Street people, the women, they'll look right at you and scream, get laid, dude. You're female. You can't tell me to get laid. You can help me get laid, but you can't tell me to get laid. I mean, you can, but it would be like if I told you I was going to rape you and then you really, really wanted me to rape you. Rape is non-consensual. Rape is a form of violence. If you consent, it's not rape. You're raping me by saying, get laid, dude. You're a woman. Don't call me a bitch woman. That went off the rails real fucking fast. Yeah, if somebody calls Lucas weird, they're being extra nice or they have no idea who he is. He wants to fuck kids. That's just kind of the broad bottom line. But yeah. And he still hits on people under 18. He just thinks they aren't going to find out. And we always do. Yeah, it looks like somebody triggered him by telling him to get laid and then not offering to do it herself. He thinks creep is a slur. I mean, Lucas would probably be surprised to find out that TVs weren't like staffed by like little people inside the box. Okay. 2015, I haven't had sex in 5 years. Well, that would be 2010. Yeah, that would be 2010. So in 2015, Lucas said he hadn't had sex in 5 years, which would have been 2010. But earlier he said 2012 and then once 2011. So it's kind of sounding like, and Lucas is an unreliable narrator for the new person here. He forgets his own lies all the time. So it's very possible that 2 or so years before Suzanne actually kicked his ass out and got the restraining order, that she had not been letting him touch her. Um, Oh, Lucas has standards. He wants a teen porn star level hottie between the ages of 18 and 22. But as shown in a few chat logs from last year, he will go as low as 17, despite the fact of not being legal, and he will lie to the 17-year-old about how age of consent works. So Lucas in 2015 says, I haven't had sex in 5 years. These women can't handle my D, all 2.5 inches of it. They're afraid of the girth. My thumb, I'm pretty sure, has a bigger ring size, but okay. And the mirth. But well, Lucas said he actually hooked up with someone when he was 27 that I think he met on like a dating app. but he didn't, I guess, consider her a girlfriend. Yeah, what girl? It's like I said, my thumb has a bigger ring size. The rings I can wear on my thumb would probably fall right off of him. Yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid he's gonna bump his big old apron into them. And in 2014, Lucas says, I'd simply like to illustrate to you that there is no God. None of these women will have sex with you, never. Have a great night. Oh, and if they do, they'll open by calling you dude, which I find irritating to no end, because your only response will be, what up, which she will ignore, or please stop, which she will use against you by calling you a whiny bitch. You are a whiny bitch. Believe me, most of the women I date hate me for all the wrong reasons, and there's no way either side will budge. I'm tired of hearing it, and women, even if they aren't politically on your, or even if they're politically on your side, won't date you and will presume, though incorrectly, you're a woman hater simply because you're a man. That's just the straight girls who would date you if you had a car. There is no God. Okay. The date you if you had a car, there's no God. It's all completely unnecessary. Good night. Be careful who you call a Republican bitch. You need to go the fuck away. Watch roller derby or something. No one likes you, not even your parents, especially your parents. Millennials suck at feelings, selfish feelings. So there's some projecting there. Lucas's parents cut him off for inappropriate behavior towards his 11-year-old niece. They still don't really contact him. They maybe send him like a birthday card and a Christmas card and some little trinkets for gifts, but his family don't like him. They kicked him out. So 2013, platonic friendships with the opposite sex are difficult, especially when I'm a single guy. I can't help it. I'm a guy. Women are women. I naturally want to flirt. I have not had this problem. I have many friends who are women, and I don't naturally want to flirt with them because I am not interested in them. They are my friends. I tend to not flirt with my friends when they're platonic friends because they're platonic friends. He just doesn't know how to interact with other people. I've had women come up to me and ask me if I wanted to have sex. That is a lie. That is a lie. That has literally never happened to you. You are hideous, and according to sources, sources including you, you don't actually bathe all that regularly. So, is there anything left in there? I should turn a light on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Women lying about saying women said they want to have sex with him. Now I'm just more aware of it. Married women, women in relationships. It's the sort of reason I don't hang out with female friends from high school. I'm a horny single guy. Not a good idea. Does he realize the implication there is that he can't hang out with women because he's a horny single guy, so it's a bad idea, which would indicate that he does not have the self-control to keep from assaulting someone? No one would look at Lucas and mistake him for someone who has any money, unless it was during the time when he was flashing his stimulus checks or his student loan or student aid. I love my female friends, but unless there's like a previous agreement that this won't be a sexual relationship, dude, that's what platonic friends are. That is the unspoken agreement with platonic friends, is that you don't have to specify that you're not friends with benefits or you don't want to fuck them. That's what friends are. Oh my God. What? He doesn't know what friends are. I mean, that's not surprising, but I assure you I'm going to act like a guy. I'm a guy. I can't not act like a guy. Rapey there, bud. And 2014 in January. Showed the there's no God one here again, so came up twice. 2013, have you ever had sex in an airport? I have. No, you have not. How about in the woods? All right. Again, you have not. Kitchen, Kate. Nope. Backyard, nope. How about the shower? Shower sexes. Who? First of all, unless it's like a full like tub shower thing, you ain't fitting in a shower stall with anyone else. Especially not. Well, actually, no. In 2013, he was fairly thin. But yeah, he's so tiny that you wouldn't be able to do shower sex with Lucas. It would be physically impossible. Well, apparently to Lucas, that's what guy means, is someone who's always just like wanting to fuck any woman he's around. Yeah, he doesn't. His idea of friendship is purely transactional. Like if you're not, and to a degree, all relationships are transactional on some level. I mean, obviously there has to be give and take in any sort of relationship. But Lucas actually looks at it like transactions. Like I give you $5, you my friend for the night. Uh, just straight missionary under the cover lover hover. Ew. Again, his gut's too big and his dick's too small. It ain't gonna work. I hope you didn't break out into too much of a sweat. I feel kind of repulsed. Might have to get a new pair of socks. I mean, I've been wearing my socks around the house all day, so they're probably dirty, and I'll just throw them in the wash. I don't need to replace them. Okay. You ever? Well, I'm done. Curious? I am absolutely not curious. Well, I got a thing. Trouser schnauzer, white snake. If you're doing rhymes, Lucas, here's a tip. White snake and moan do not rhyme. Call her the snapping turtle. So a big snapping turtle can snippy snap like right through your toes and like snip them just right off like little scissors. Do you know what a snapping turtle is? The titty emojis. Well, actually, it's not emojis. What the hell is ASCII? The ASCII one. ASCII. I hate that I recognize that. Oh, see more. That's why that one looks funny. Oh, he's just okay. I'm assuming he's meaning to say the titty trowel. Again, it's too small. Not gonna fit. It's just gonna be the skin remains of your big old gut dragging across her. March 2020, sex would be better, bonding with another person, but is Woody Allen is not a good source here, dude. Masturbation is with sex with someone I love. Lucas clearly hates himself. Yeah, snapping turtles, I mean, small snapping turtles can hurt you. Big snapping turtles, no. No, I've run into those out fishing, and I'm talking like garbage can lid size snapping turtles. They will fuck you up. Yeah, Woody Allen is possibly the worst person he could have chose to quote, but he probably thought it was just proving that age gap love was a whatever. All I hear in my head is "No one likes you." 2014. That is correct. Nobody likes you. I mean, that's like not hyperbole. Legitimately, people do not like Lucas because he likes to get on little kids. Anyway, all Lucas hears in his head, August 9th, 2014, is "No one likes you. I'm a human being and a man on Earth," as opposed to Kevlar 425b, I guess. It feels like it's true. No one likes me. Correct. All I do, all I've accomplished, the man in person I try to be, the denial, hate, and ignorance my closest family and friends assure me is not there. Don't have any of those. It's just the voices in your head that are your own voices. It feels like those who love me are protecting me from the truth, and the fact of the matter is the love I seek isn't there. Again, correct. No one likes me. I don't want to die alone. I'm sick to my stomach like it will never be enough to find true. Okay. So he's the love he seeks isn't there. No one likes him. He doesn't want to die alone. He'll never be enough to find his true. If it happens when you least expect it, why do I feel compelled to seek it almost as if it were animal instinct? Why do I feel empty? Because you've alienated everyone in your life. Actually, I need to copy this one too when I'm done reading it. It must be happening all around me, and if they don't like me, you as a friend would at least have the courage to lie to me and prove the lie to be true. Don't tell me they don't me. Don't tell me they don't me. This is not what a friend would do. Yeah, don't tell him that you don't. Because you don't. What the fuck is this? I need to find a girl. I don't think you heard me. I said girl, not a bunch of taunting. When you say girl, you definitely mean under 18. He definitely means under 18 here because this was still the time when he was loudly adamant about being able to hit on 16-year-olds and it being legal. It is not legal. Seems a little gay, your taunts. Gay people don't bother me. You can't use it as an insult and then say that you don't have a problem with gay people. Fucking idiot. Seeing gay people romantic with their partners doesn't gross me out. Well, let's just give you a fucking medal, Lucas. You shaking your ass and balls at me and asking if you can suck my dick makes me sick. Nobody does that to you, Lucas. Nobody does that. No. It's a weird fantasy you have, buddy, but nobody's doing that to you. I need some pussy. Your physical retort with your ass shaking, ball shaking, and request to suck my dick upon saying I need pussy makes my stomach acid bubble and my throat tighten. The rapey gay actions of some upon the mere mention of the word vagina makes me vomit. What the hell? I do not know what I just read. I really do not know what I just read there. But apparently he's got a fantasy where somebody shakes their ass and balls at him and says, suck my dick. That's apparently a fantasy of Lucas's. That's good to know. And then just I read ahead. I have to brace myself here. Because I made the mistake of reading ahead, and I know I'm going to shout the caps words, and I'm sure I'm waking the dog up. He's in the next room, and he's not fussing around in his crate. He's probably just wishing he couldn't hear his idiot owner yelling at 10 at night. Oh, wait, 11. I wish I had some popcorn. All I have is like frozen corn, which is not the right type of corn. All right. You're... I am not going to be able to get through this. Your balls and asshole are not for me. Pussy only. Oh, I see you're trying to give me a lap dances, funny guy. I'm going to throw up if you're a guy and act like a stripper around me when I requested you to stop acting like a female at the club. This is not a scenario that has happened. Lucas, this is a really... So Lucas does shit like this and he inadvertently tells the whole internet what his fetishes are. He did it with feet. He's done it with, like, shit. He's doing it now with apparently gay guys shaking their balls in his face and giving him lap dances like a female. This feels like prototype Oliver Dangle here. I want the word hurl to enter your mind as I say pussy and you interpret it as cock. My throat is starting to tighten up. That would be good if you're going to be sucking someone's dick, I guess. I really do love you guys, but we're all here on Earth, and I am a man and a human being. You're a guy. You're gyrating your body anywhere near me or on me. He is really... usually it's just weed. This is a really specific fantasy. So Lucas is into puking too, apparently. That is, I mean, I guess that goes along with the clear shit fetish he has. I feel like you want me to expel waste product from my stomach. When I say I need a girlfriend, ... Does it turn you into a rapey homo, dude? Keep it away from me. Much love, but here comes the contraction inside of my mouth. That feeling a dog gets when the dog is drawn to mow the lawn without a lawnmower. That's actually not why dogs eat grass, but okay. That feeling of a swollen tongue and visions of Walt Whitman having a lemon party with dueling gene swords as Tub Girl Diarrhea's full Monty all over a mutilated child defecating its brain from a fully open cracked skull. That is really specific. Like, he thought about that. He thought about these words and put them in this order. That is a very, very specific fetish, and it does include a child. A mutilated, dead child with a cracked skull. Okay. I say I need pussy, and there's you. Are you male? Are you asking to suck my dick? Are you bringing your cock anywhere near me? You're making my stomach acid worse. What the fuck? This was so specific. This is a very specific fetish. And I'm just gonna grab that one. It is August 9th, 2014. Holy hell. That was... Oops, I accidentally clicked on his Plenty of Fish link. That must be what that was down there. Okay, well, that doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so moving on from the very specific fetish that Lucas just gave us all a clear view of. And pedophilia, don't forget that. An hour already, good Christ. March 2014, so a couple months before the very specific fetish scenario up there. It's just sex. There's nothing to be ashamed of except when another guy comes up and says, "Oh, Lucas, you need to stop. You're making me horny and I'm at work." Another fetish. We have another fucking fetish. I mean, at least this one's a sort of normal fetish, I guess. That's a little weird. I'm not gay, dudes. He sure as hell talks about sucking dick a lot for someone who's not at least bi. Sorry, I'm into girls and women. Think about that wording for a minute. He's into girls and women. I thought you knew. It's pretty obvious that I'm straight. No, it is not, actually. No hate, though. Be gay, though. That's awesome. I'm happy for you and all that. Yeah, no fucking kidding. He goes, "Hi, kitty, what? Hi. Kitty." Don't knock the mic over. I'm doing stuff. You're the one that knocked all the shit over earlier. Go away. Yeah, I mean, yeah, most people have fetishes, but god damn. Like that last one was massively, weirdly, and very suspiciously specific. Can you please stay off keyboard? So, 2015, not having had sweaty... So, balls deep sex for Lucas is not even past the entrance. But okay, go on. With my fat, juicy... Ugh. It's neither of those things. I have seen it. It is not fat, nor is it juicy. I mean, no. No. Nope. Oh, God, I have to try to read this whole sentence. This is not... Okay. I'm going to just pause to... Cat? Stop. What button are you sitting on that's turning a backlight on this old laptop? The other laptop, the old third gen that I've been fucking around with. There's a cat on it now, and apparently she's hitting some key that turns the. Those old laptops had not really a backlit keyboard, but a little light up by the webcam that was a little LED that was angled down to illuminate your keyboard at night. Got one of those, and she's pushing some hotkey that keeps turning it on and off because her little furry butt's all over the keyboard. Yeah, I feel like I need an adult, and I am 42. This is like actually disgusting. Okay, so we're gonna try to get through this. This from December 15th, 2015. I'm not going to make it. I will try. Not having had sweaty balls deep sex with my fat juicy member plunging in and out of a gorgeous woman until we both climax in 5 years isn't the end of the world. Ew. Wonder if it'll load the comments for me. that yes, I agree with CG here. That is the correct response. Yeah, he said 2010, 2011, and 2012 between 3 posts here. Let's see. Oh, somebody here. We saw your member surrounded by pasty white fatty flesh when that dude posted pics of it on your page the other day. I wish I hadn't. It's really gross, and I think it turned me off of sex forever. Forever. That is a correct response. If you have not seen those, do not go looking for them. They are in the Kiwi Farms thread. I know which 3 pictures she's talking about, and there is a big old Mercosaur taking up a giant chunk of his little thumb. And that's not how he doesn't know how to do grammar. So she basically said his dick pics turned her off of sex forever. Lucas responds with, based on a picture and not my dick inside you. And she says, it can't be that shocking that you repulse me. I mean, you haven't gotten laid in 5 years, so surely you're accustomed to rejection. People are just kind of laughing at him. And then Jessica says, oh my God, Lucas, this is really repugnant. And then Lucas says, I know you people should stop. I don't know why it says there are 20 comments when there clearly are not, but okay. It's the Woody Allen thing again. Oh, this was another one that linked to his Plenty of Fish thing. 2014. The same day he posted the fetish post. All right. It's not creepy at all. Shut up and believe in God if you want. I don't care. It's like believing in Santa Claus spelled incorrectly. Let me explain how this works. Yeah, you're a dude theist. Yeah. This is the conversation I'd like to have with female theists. Female. Ferengi. Not even a good Ferengi, too. One of the poor ones that goes to Ferengi hell. Anyway, I don't need you chiming in, dude. I don't go with dudes. I'm not gay or interested in your opinion at this point in time. I'm trying to talk to her about her religion, and you're a dude, and you're right there trying to bring her back in. Dude, theist, shut up so I can go talk to her. I can't get her to smile if you're a theist, dude, and you respond when she's right there about to talk to me. What you dude theists are stopping her with the evils of your patriarch religion. I might be different, but I love listening to what young women have to say. I need to talk to her, not you, dude. Females. Female. Oh, God. No, he's still millennials at this point. August 29th, 2014, so a couple weeks later. I haven't had sex in 3 years, so we're back to 2012. And I do like women, so now the question I will ask you is, do you want to have sex? Should the answer be, no, not interested, I will answer your questions, broke atheist. Do you want to have sex? Are we going to have sex? I will answer your questions. Oh, God, he's talking about Star Trek. August 4th, 2014. Remember how in Star Trek Generations where Dr. Toylian, whatever, says by Malcolm McDowell, as played by Malcolm McDowell. Why would you, okay, if you're going to talk about something a character says in a movie, why would you then add as played by Malcolm McDowell? Is that to like prove that you're some kind of tricky because you're fucking not. Stay out of that fandom. Actually, don't go into that fandom and either get run out by the people who are normal or jumped on by the bizarre far right wing faction of the Star Trek fandom that is absolutely bizarre if you've never run across it. Starts blowing up entire star systems with a trilithium weapon because he has to get back to the Nexus ribbon because the experience was so good, everything outside the ribbon was devastating. That's what the past 2.5 years have felt like without sex and a woman in my life. Here's what I'm doing about it. Here's what I've been doing about it for 2.5 years. Losing weight, walking more, eating better, being there for friends, writing decent intellectual comedy. No, you have not. Talking about and doing science. Oh, thinking about and talking about doing science. Doing science. He's been doing science, y'all. God, why wouldn't you fuck him? Wrote a physics equation, sold some shirts, talking about religion, politics, money, and sex. It's called comedy. Maybe that's why you're laughing. Maybe that's why you aren't. Improving my ideas on science, taking it seriously. Just taking all of it seriously. Not blaming others for my mistakes, only blaming you for your mistakes. Lucas blames everyone for his mistakes. Except himself. Writing lowbrow comedy to keep it even keel, motherfucker! Why the caps? Cooking, cleaning, not slipping into a life of drugs except for marijuana, caffeine, nicotine, and the occasional drink of alcohol. No drugs except for the drugs. No hard drugs, decreasing my intake of soft drugs. Being good to people I just met. Being the voice of reason. Jesus Christ, when? Losing my mind, laughing about it, making it happen. I need a hug, not from you. You're a guy. I have to get back to the Nexus ribbon. And it's another link to his Plenty of Fish profile. Look out, man. Yet he's doing science, like sciencey science. Science. August 12th, 2014. I'm sorry for my anger, my sadness, my grief. It's hard to be happy sometimes. I fake my smile because I want to be happy. I want you to know that even though I don't have you, whoever you are, my girlfriend, the future mother to my children, if that's in the cards, oh, it is not. My wife, the girl I'm supposed to be with, or perhaps not. I love you, even if it may never be, even if I do everything to make it a possibility. It's your decision. All I can do is try to make it better and grieve the loss of a love that may never happen. I'm doing everything in my capability to hold on, to search for love. And if I don't find it, or you don't find me, at least we've tried. 2014 was something, apparently. Oh! First college saga, January 2nd, 2014. Fuck college! Explain to me how to get some sex when these women clearly like me. They're just in other parts of the world and married and stuff. Transport females to my location. Okay, Quark. God damn. Then I will have sex with each and every one of them, and I will tell you if I think you're intelligent or merely educated. What the fuck was that? Oh, August or April 29th, 2011. I won't lie. I would have sex with Sarah Palin. I wouldn't let her close to the button, though, unless it was connected to the pilot light on a stove. Republican women shouldn't be allowed out of the kitchen, winky face. What the hell? 2014 again. Recent is a different word. Women are always possessions to Lucas. The reason discussion between heterosexual theists and heterosexual atheists of the same sex about the subject of God is pointless is because I'd really just like to move on. What? This is one of those topics that Lucas is the only person bringing this topic up. There can be discussion between heterosexual theists and heterosexual atheists of the opposite sex about the subject of God because the discussion can be stopped, and the way you stop the discussion is you kiss her. That's assault if there's not consent. You interrupt anyone talking by kissing them, and this is not an already established partnership, you're going to get maced. You may also potentially get charged. Disgusting creep. 2012. First, there were the Catholic sex scandals against little boys, and the Protestant against little boys and girls, and there were the Muslim sex scandals against little girls, and there were the Buddhist. The Jews, not to be undone, I think he meant outdone, have finally decided to throw their kippas into the ring by raping everybody. Okay, remind you those are Lucas's words and opinions, not mine. Whoa, that's disgusting. Okay. You're in denial if you don't see it because a cult was just busted in Spokane this week where the gray-haired old dudes were forcing girls under 16 to have sex with them. And he's just mad that they stole his research, not that they were raping teenagers. Okay. 2013, the ones who stay are worth your time. The ones who leave are a dozen for a dime. You don't need God. You need good friends, hot sex, good food, alcohol, weed, entertainment. Know about the hot sex. Well, you're all right. We don't need God. Why would you start out by rhyming and then just like completely topple over? 2014, I've got a serious addiction to Facebook. I have sex. No, you don't. I have a girlfriend. Nope. I'm a happy man. Until then, good luck. It's another Plenty of Fish link. Sex is awesome. Haven't had it in years. Don't know why not. Everyone else does. 2013. Remember when 8 of you guys had sex with that 15-year-old girl, but I didn't, even though it was my place? I mean, she wasn't underage. I mean, no. Wasn't she underage? And also, weren't the two of you cheating on your girlfriends and I kept my mouth shut because you were friends? Is he wanting a pat on the ass for not being part of a gang rape? Does he not realize how bad that makes him? Look, that is a screenshot post. He put that on the internet and thought it was a good idea. Nice. Well, got that screenshotted. Get it out of the way. 2014, 2 years. I haven't had sex in 2 years. Quivering. So he's going with 2012 again here. There are 2 things that will save my dignity: are sex or suicide. And he links to a Bryan Adams song in 2015. Yeah, he literally just admitted to sitting around watching 8 other dudes gang rape a 15-year-old and then was like, I know it's my turn, but no thanks. Like, that's disgusting. And yeah, he's basically admitting to watching a gang rape of a 15-year-old and then just being like, no thanks, guys, I'll pass even though it's my turn. All right, whatever this is, I'll figure it out, but if you like it, we're having sex. Again, you cannot assume that just because you make someone food or buy someone food that they owe you sex. Disgusting fucking pig of a creep. And in 2014, there are 2 things I like more than anything else in the world: talking to religious girls and having sex. Neither of those things happens. So this is where, if you flip it to most recent, it shows an entire new set of posts. And I don't know why some of these show up. But we're into 2021, bitching about Joe Biden. Marry me, woman. Let's make babies together after he overcooked a bunch of scallops in the toaster oven. But he didn't report it. Apparently, as long as you say no, it's okay. Yeah, I'm okay bringing it up. He's probably going to, I might just make a little short with nothing but that screenshot and complain about it for a while. He's in a Motel 6. The fact that the bed frame is like the color of his skin makes him look like exceptionally wide. Probably. Yeah, I'd like to confront him about that filming girls and talking as just as Generation Z greed. There's the black liquid shit again. The only reason, this is 2021, January 2021, same day as the liquid shit post. The only reason you won't fuck me is because you're whores. Okay, if they're whores, the reason they won't fuck you is because you're not paying them, because they get paid. So if you pay them, they'll fuck you. That would make them whores. No, Lukey, my boy, you can't handle this shit. That secret good shit. You're not ready for this shit, Lukey. You can't handle nuclear COVID, Gen Z pussy, bro. What in the hell did that just mean? Great, we don't get to see comments. Okay. Look at him flashing all that hundreds of dollars. He's got 100, 150. That's part of his stimulus check. He's at a homeless shelter, by the way, when he took this picture. Where the party at, Gen Z? Where are the ladies? Oh, okay, so this is not too far apart. So we've got January 11th, but not even 6 days prior. Well, he was looking for a whore, apparently, and couldn't afford one. And he's so gross. Yeah, but the other residents of Malin Place don't deserve that. They didn't do anything to be stuck there with him. January 5th, 2021. I've prayed, "Oh Lord, make her mine," and each time I've been met with silence and inaction from his holy, non-existent bitch ass. No, he was the holy, non-existent bitch ass was just protecting the little girls from Lucas. And then, same day, January 5th, 2021, Lucas says, no, I read ahead. I need to stop doing that. Don't want to say these words out loud. Because I hear it in Lucas's voice. He's got a really distinct voice. I've never had a good BJ. It's like these women think it's a straw, but not a lollipop. I have to say these words out loud to read them for the stream. Just a minute. Okay. Lick the entirety of that motherfucker, princess. I fully realized that Lucas had a bizarre fixation with me calling him princess in videos before, and now he's got a sound clip of me saying that he's probably going to use privately. You want me to shout that? Oh, God. Ew. It's fucking ew. Oh, thank God it's not loading the comments. I'm kind of afraid of what would be in there. January 3rd, 2 days before, lick the entirety of that motherfucker, princess, Lucas says. Slutting around during COVID, you're degenerates. Hey, if you need me to call out some parasites in your life, I'll gladly do it over YouTube. Just explain the raw deal and put $50 in my Cash App account, no problem. Some people just got to be curved for the world to function. Wern needs an apartment, bitch asses. Apparently, bitch ass was his word of the day here. Firefox, are we having a problem here? Oh, it's probably one of my ad blockers doing it. I don't care enough to refresh it. Seen that meme already. 2020, 2 days before his birthday. In a single situation, my approach would be a sweet, "Hi, I'm Lucas," followed by a compliment about her fashion sense, like clothes, hair, makeup. Yes, that is what fashion sense is. Thank you. I typically ask if they're going to school, and I reduce talking about myself at length. He just talks about the length of his telomeres. Just put one there, and I'm getting phone numbers, making out with her, or having sex that day. Yeet a bay and boom. Happy birthday to me. Who got the homie Luke, though? Anyone? No. No one. November 24th, 2020, the day prior. Sexual promiscuity during COVID-19 reminds me of the summer of 1987, where the people in the NYC gay scene weren't as careful as HIV exploded in 1918, where the people were party during the Spanish flu after World War I. Come on, people, it's not all about crazy sex. You're putting others in danger. Mm-hmm. Oh, but calendar. November 2020 again. Just bitching about people hooking up during COVID. October 28th, 2020. Who got the love? Who got a lady for me? I'm going to keep asking until I get one. Who got the love? Who got a lady for me? Literally nobody. October 2020 again. Oh, how long is this? Oh, it'd be worse, I guess. Looking at the trends, 30 million people are about to die. COVID-19, the slut culture at the bars and taverns. Mostly Gen Z Christian. All Saints Day will be fittingly usher in 30 million dead souls. I don't think that happened, but okay. 1918 Spanish flu was about the kill rate of COVID-19 in 1918. Word salad. Then the second wave in week 46 by mid-November in that week or so killed 100 times more than the first wave earlier in 1918, and Halloween parties, no masks, no social distancing, and all the what the fuck is he talking about? He's just mad about people who have friends. Generation Z women seem a bit age-phobic. Seems pretty messed up for an anti-bigot generation that largely hates string of hashtags. Oh, hell, whatever that is gone. Good morning, you greedy anti-bigot, age-phobic bigot, phone number withholding, money worshipping, same class only and above flocking communist and name only classes, double hypocrite women of Spokane, Washington. Hi. How you doing? Freaking whoa, that's disgusting. So you can either have a car or you can have a girlfriend, but you can't have both, and Lucas can have neither one. June 3, 2020. My parents are old and rich. What that means is my dad needs grandkids. I do not borrow money from my parents. What I need is some Generation Z pussy so that hardworking king among men can have the grandchildren he deserves. Bless his dick for giving me half my DNA to enjoy this life. I'm surprised he didn't make a 69 joke after that. He'll be 69 this November. Fine time for his second of third boys to get some vagina. Then we can go for food if you're delightful. No normal person says bless his dick about their dad. That's not normal. Yeah, sometimes I try to read Lucas's long-ass, rambling, paragraph-long sentences, see how far I can get on one breath. Does it always have to be about sex to date women? Sure, that's important, but that's the gravy on the mashed potatoes. Of course he goes back to food. I'm not manly. You're not. Yeet me a hot as fuck Generation Z college age chick and I'll run her guts so hard she'll love me more than she loves God. I'll prove it. Ew. And how's he going to do that? What's he going to do that with? He doesn't have any equipment. He's bitching about Bernie Sanders again. Referencing Bible verses that don't mean anything. Oh, 2020. I have $1,000 saved up for a nice sit-down dinner conversation with a lady I might like. I'll have 200 or 2,000 in August. Ooh. Have the hookup. I want a nice dinner date. No bullshit, or you lose the $100 for locating her. None of that LDR shit. I'll do 4 dates over 4 months. I'm not expecting or looking for sex. Quit being little bitch boys. And for the love of God, quit with the age phobia and classism. No. Prove your love. Again, I love it with the whole prove your love phases that he goes through because, like, literally nobody has ever told you that they love you. I mean, date me. I'm 40. I'm a decent enough guy. You're a woman between 18 and 24. You're a former Bernie Sanders supporter. You're saying I don't have enough money to date you, or you're an age phobe. Oh, well, that's really telling me that you're a bigot. Also, I live at a homeless shelter. Oh, again, my health is good. I can show you my medical chart, but do you have the hookup? Where are the hot, young, fertile women who are good conversationalists? You're going to be greedy? Oh, well, that's very interesting, as I'm offering Churchill's once a month, starting in August, or at least a nice dinner date in Spokane. But it's about how much money I can spend on you, and you supported Bernie? Well, I'm not expecting sex. I will give you $100 4 times for 4 dates if she isn't mean to me or doesn't make me feel awkward. Christians actually practice love and forgiveness. Prove it. Atheists, well, me too, for many reasons. Not to mention, COVID-19 doesn't seem to stop the idiotic hookup call. He's looking for hookups. And there are so many of you acting like fools and expressing both hate and greed towards me. Have the hookup, but be smart. I want a video chat with her beforehand. Don't play me. You could easily get 400 over 4 months from me. But what about your ethical grounding as a former Bernie supporter? Hell kind of word salad. And here he's begging for dates again. Think of how bored they must be on lockdown. All that sex with strangers. I hope no one having sex breathes on me. Like literally everyone else who's not a child can't breathe on Lucas. Fornicators, you're spreading the virus. I wish there was a hell. Love to see you burn in it. I mean, most of the people who spread shit around were people who just didn't want to put on a fucking mask. And they were mostly just out in public, not fucking, just like going to Target. When Christians are talking about Jesus, it's all code for the mate, the sex partner. It's all code, brother. No, it's really not, but okay. Women who support Trump confuse me. Let me begin by stating that I support same sex marriage, but every time I meet a woman who supports Trump, my brain always goes, I was going with lesbian, but okay. I don't know what kind of weird implication that he's trying to make there. Like, he is he saying lesbians are stupid? Or what? I don't know the association he's trying to make with that. Some laws are unjust. I mean, if I could afford it, I might get a hooker, but my goofy ass would probably fall in love with her. What does that have to do with a law? I mean, maybe he's just trying to say prostitution's illegal in Washington. I haven't had sex in 8 years. Aw. So we're still in 2012. Don't judge me. I can't do math even normally, and I definitely can't do math when I'm not sober. I literally don't care if you're a prostitute. Stay safe, use protection, avoid the cops, and love yourself. You have a lovely gift to give the world, and you're a person and you deserve to be loved. Okay? Okay? Complete word salad. After this whole billionaire pedophile thing blew up, I have found it less acceptable to accept men who casually dress in a suit outside of a meeting or debate. Suits in general scream sex with eighth graders. What? So what stopped my brain here wasn't that weird, again, jumping right to fucking kids. Um, has anyone ever tried to picture what Lucas would look like in a suit? Because I can't. I'm trying to picture Lucas in, like, even an off the rack, fairly ill fitting suit, tie, business. And I can't do it. My brain will not put. I can picture a generic fat dude in a suit, and I can picture Lucas's just head just floating somewhere, but my brain cannot put Lucas's head on a fat guy in a suit. I I can't picture Lucas. Somebody needs to Photoshop. Look, Lucas has some full body photos, and you can find them on the farms. I need one of you to put Lucas's head on a body of somebody wearing a suit because I cannot put this picture together in my head, and I could probably do it myself later. But I wonder if he's ever worn a suit. You think he's ever worn a suit? Like, I don't wear suits often. I do a lot of repair work and work outside, so suits are not typically something that would be work appropriate for what I do. But I have some suits. I look good in suits. Like, most people look better in suits than anyone. But I I can't picture Lucas in a suit or a tie. Not even like a bow tie. I, yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I can't do it. Oh, God, that no. I'm pretty sure he didn't go to prom. He didn't actually graduate high school either. I mean, he failed at getting his GED at least once. I can't even see him in that. Like, Leisure Suit Larry was at least entertaining. I can see Leisure Suit Larry, but I definitely can't see Lucas. I can't even see him in anything like business casual. Like, can you picture Lucas in like a polo or wearing khakis or like dress shoes, a button-down shirt, other than the ones that he left open all the time, like an actual like businessy button-down shirt? Oh, it's no wonder millennials and baby boomers hate each other. They're so fucking self-righteous most of the time. Gen Z and Gen X don't have that whole bitch, it's me attitude. I think Z and X genuinely respect and like each other. I bet the sex between us would be sugar queens. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, who do you think raised Gen Z, and how do you think? You know how I act? Well, I don't have kids, but my brother has kids, and I've got cousins that have kids. That attitude transfers. Millennials all kind of got skipped. Um, but yeah, they just have more energy than we do at this point. Yeah, Lucas just. Oh yeah, he did in like some really really old pictures. He's got an ugly Goodwill stripe polo on in a couple of them. Yeah, no, I don't like that look. I remember that picture now. I don't like it. No, nope, don't like it. I want to know what it's like to be friends with a girl, like a girl friend. The police department is socialism. What happened to ACAB? A lot of dopers in my building, heroin, meth, coke, a lot of hot young chicks popping in and out of the apartment complex. Today, I blackmailed all of my neighbors for sex with the hope of marriage one day. I don't give a fuck. This was shortly before he got evicted. He just admitted to blackmailing his neighbors for sex. And he makes videos later saying that when he was saying he reported them for heroin use to building management, that was what he tried to blackmail them with, and it wasn't true, so it obviously didn't work. Yeah. I'm going to grab that screenshot too. Pasty, pasty. He's just so disgusting on every level. January 17th, 2020, so a few weeks before the blackmailing. None of these guys in my apartment have jobs, and most of them have a lot of hot sex with hot chicks. Maybe that's a good reason for atheism. Prove your claims of a loving God by me having a gorgeous chick. Day before. These gorgeous 18 to 21-year-old women keep making sex eyes at me with fat Ronald McDonald grins when they're holding hands with their boyfriends whenever I walk around at night on Fridays and Saturdays. I fucking hate that. I'm not gonna cockblock some bro just because a chick is oogling me like a sandwich after a fast. Ugh. Get your sex on, we dying for a bool. Okay. End of results. Oh, thank Christ. Alright, that's gone on long enough. He got evicted in February of 2020. For blackmailing his neighbors. It's so gross. I don't know if Lucas actually still has access to this, but yeah, look at this. He has like almost 4,000 friends. But he thinks they're all actually his friends. Photos of Lucas, huh? Those don't look like photos of Lucas at all. Check in Starbucks. Starbucks visited December 22nd, 2016. I wonder if Lucas knows his locations on. Well, he was in Seattle in 2011. He went to the Joe's, and that must be a shelter. He was at the Quality Inn in 2012. In the library. Guessing another shelter. Olympia. Why was he checking in at these places? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, so if you don't have access to Lucas's Facebook, if you're not his friend, you don't get to see all these awesome old videos. I have a huge compilation of these things. Look at this shit. Look at this. Like, I'm not going to fuck around with my sound, and actually, because this is a really loud screaming one that I hate, because he's using it on, like, the worst possible webcam, but just look at that. Just look at, this is when he was still with Suzanne. What in the fuck did she see in him? Like, it couldn't have been looks. He had to have been, like, he had to have had an okay-ish personality or something. Because who would look at that if I remember this when he's playing, like, super loud music? Yeah, he's got fucking bangs. If you've got bangs in your late 30s, dude, you have fucked up somewhere along the way. There's, like, a couple music videos he's got here, and some of these are just of him, like, screaming or... That's a look. What the hell is that face? No, thank you. Oh, look at here. He's got a hat going on. See, he was really thin at one point. Like, he's not lying when he said he lost a fuck ton of weight. Like, he actually did lose a fuck ton of weight. Like, he doesn't look the worst here. He looks like just kind of normal person. He doesn't sound like a normal person. He definitely doesn't sound like a normal person. But at least he looks like a relatively normal person here. And then we get short-haired Lucas and angry Lucas and I stole from the delivery guy Lucas. You photo? Oh, that's fucking nasty. Oh, that's where he's talking about like the frozen Dr. Pepper. Yeah, he's got a bunch of memes mostly. Occasionally you find one on Facebook that he didn't post to Instagram because occasionally he would get like shadow banned or go on a post ban on one and he would just post on the other. Yeah, you don't need a pissed off 40-year-old Marxist on your hands who's been single for 8 years, making you feel guilty, but when lockdown ends, honey. So he says 40-year-old, right? So this person says, I thought you were 42, King. Lucas says, no, 41. Look at the image says 40, you dumb fuck. Honestly, clean-shaven Lucas is kind of gross-looking, too. Not as gross-looking as the pube beard, but it's close. Toilet selfie! What is this? Oh, that's a good look. He was still in the bitch-ass phase, apparently. Ew. I can go make titty fucking NSFW and NC-17. I'm a professional insult comic. Nah, what I mean. $50 a YouTube video. Give us what we both need. He was actually still at the shelter in this one. One of my favorite looks. And this is funny too because Lucas actually did give Isaac money for that, and then they got the alcohol and left him. Are you masking up when you cut me down, though, ya ghouls? Who got the Wern, though? Nobody. And obviously, I wear a mask around you. You look like you're diseased. Do women still find long hair and prolonged looks sexy in a man? Possibly, but not from you. We all know you got a big ass bald spot in the back. The night he got robbed and lost his phone. Tired of the world cucking me out. Doesn't know what cucking means. Yeah, some of these he didn't actually put on his Instagram. Clearly, nobody is hooking up the worm. This was right around the time of the Golden USB podcast ending. Yeah, here we go. This is, and I know a couple people talked to him about this one, but Goldar was from Canada. It wouldn't fucking matter if he supported Trump. He can't vote in a U.S. election. He's Canadian. Yeah, that was a really. I would be surprised if that pipe wasn't like fucking plastic. It looks like it's plastic. Always posting DMs from Gold or. So yeah, for the longest time, and this is actually funny if you don't know the story of the podcast. For a while, even like we weren't sure if he was fucking with Lucas or if it was like legit. But it turns out he was fucking with Lucas from the beginning, which just made it funnier. But of course, you know, when Lucas would ask, or when I would be the nice friend to Lucas and point out, like, hey, it's like this guy's maybe fucking with you. He seems to enjoy making you lose your shit and start screaming. It's like, no, he's just ribbing me. I'm like, no, he was fucking with you from day one. But yeah, there were a few. This was the start of the laughing, and I'm not mad. You're mad. Gross. How is it that Jesus was homeless and Christian women, when they date, are so classist? Well, you're not Jesus. When you're not haters, there's always Lucas Werner, and he just put a menu for gander and ryegrass up there. Okay. Simp to her. Hi, I'm Lucas Werner, and your eyes are all the catharsis I'll ever need. Is he holding her up above his head by the throat? Because that's, or is she just like a really tall Amazon? Well, yeah, and I mean, he was a really young kid, and I think he had no idea what he was getting into because I don't think he quite knew Lucas had the um, following that he does. Yeah, that's a really creepy photo. I think his pupils might actually be small in there. Oh no, they're still pretty big for being out in bright light. At least you have Aryan genetics. Not with that bald spot. Looking a little haggard there. Wouldn't you like to look down at the end of the bar and to see who sent you that free drink and see that looking back at you? Because I sure as hell wouldn't. I would not. If I got a drink at a bar and someone said it's courtesy of the gentleman at the end of the bar, and I looked down at the end of the bar and it was fucking that looking at me, I would send that drink. I don't care if I watched the bartender make that drink right in front of me. I would send it right back because he probably roofied it from a distance with his mind or something. Yeah. He looks better in hats because it hides his bald spot and his thinning hairline and his little skunk stripe. Hey, look, back when Lucas had not shitty shoes. Got a nice pair of shoes on the street by trading an indica joint worth $5. Dude, Owls, man, you spent money on shoes. You could have just traded him a joint. What the fuck? Look at my cool battery pack. He just thought that was like a cool picture. Whoa, there's some smooth tool. Look at that smooth tool. God damn. Like, we know you don't look like that, buddy. We know no. You don't. That's not how you look. That's not even close to how you look. Hey, his pupils are small, though. I love it when he does the blur tool thing where he, first of all, just like wipes out the obvious. First of all, look at this eye. Look at this eye here. Look how smooth that is. Still got the big dark circles, but it's smooth. And then he just like left all the bags and wrinkles under the other one. But anyway, as I was going before I got tracked by the eye bags, I love it when he uses the smooth tool all over his face and he like smooths his nose hair and parts of his beard, but not all of his beard. He's so bad at photo editing. Classy. Fly you out to with what? How's he going to pay for the ticket? Literally nobody wants to go to Churchill's with you. You tried paying people $1,000 for it, and you still didn't get any biters. Look at it. This is one of my favorite Photoshop fails of his. He just there's like a ridge of eye bags. First of all, how do you? Did he not notice that? Like, did he fucking not notice that? Never mind that he smoothed half his beard away. He just left the eye bags at the top. He's so bad at everything he does. It's the eye bags again. Yeah, he does have bad eyesight. Maybe if he was wearing his glasses, he'd notice he'd missed all of his upper eyelid wrinkles. Oh, God. What a moron. It's usually the face I make when Lucas starts talking. He smoothed his eyebrows right off his face. I mean, look, my eyesight's shit without glasses too, but I can usually not fuck up editing a selfie that badly. I mean, I might fuck up something on it, but it's not that bad. He smoothed his eyebrows. So they're all smoothed off here, but he left like the little bumps in the center, so he's got these itty bitty eyebrows. He's clearly photoshopped his ear and his nose. He pulled his nose up and smoothed half his beard off. What an idiot. Again, just smooth it all off. Why did he do that to his ear? God. Oh, here's the one where he was bouncing the staircase to try to intercept the young women. Disgusting MRSA face. So this is clearly aimed at young drinkers because people who actually have like taste buds. Oh, Jaeger is the. I'm inclined to agree with Lewis Black on Jaeger kind of tasting like it's they wrung out the bar rag into a bottle at the end of the night. That's pretty much, yeah. I don't mind Kahlua, but cheap bottom shelf crap for the most part. And he's smoothed everything off of his face again. Oh, somebody's outside yelling on the street. Hopefully they didn't hear me yelling. Nice bathroom selfie. And like literally nobody. They're fucking with you, Lucas. Whoever cried reacted is mental. God, no kidding. Terrible selfies, terrible selfies. Hey, there's Lucas with his short telomere fixin' glasses. Definitely editing his waddle out. Nice, nasty stain on the wall behind his head. You know, I have a pair of glasses that I never wear anymore because when I saw these pictures of Lucas around this time wearing those glasses, I have the exact same fucking frames. Absolutely not. I still have them as a backup to the 8 different pairs of glasses that I have, just in case. I will never wear them, which is too bad because they actually look good on me, but smooth out your face a little more, Jesus Christ. Oh, gotta catfish me to be a big man? No, it doesn't take any. You called me a creeper. Oh, Ben Palmer, yeah. He blames Ben for running him off of FetLife the first time. Oh, sorry, Katie. She went to jump and I moved the chair and she fell. That's a facial expression he's got going on there. No. They say if your dad has a ponytail, you have 2 moms, but if your dad doesn't have a beard, you have 2 moms. Who's your daddy? Not you. Some of these were on his old Instagram. Some of them are pictures that he only put on Facebook. Usually, it's the ones that are just on Facebook. You'll see the blank template. Jesus, those are some crazy eyes. And all the smoothing. Like, everyone knows you don't look like that. Like, literally everyone knows you don't look like that. Like, literally nobody would hate an atheist for having Thanksgiving dinner at a church. That's a thing you made up. Yeah, you see, you get some of the blank. He's made memes out of this one before, but yeah, you get the blanks on Facebook. You don't get the blanks on Instagram. Ugh. Again, Lucas, you got short telomeres in your eyes there. Oh, he's at PF Chang's. Talking about the sheeple at PF Chang's. You know, I shower every day. The perks of turning 40 is the skin conditions. What? Long telomeres can lead to acne. So can real shit hygiene, dude. Also, that's MRSA. Yeah, his hairline's getting thinner and further back. Gross. You can tell the difference between his composites and his real disgusting teeth. Yum. Oh, titty video. Y'all get to see this because I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's a screenshot of his. So this was when he was doing that thing where he was trying to trick people into giving him lights or likes. Because he was like really mad that he was getting a ton of dislikes. I had my free 40th birthday burger today. I'm a big boy. No, technically he's just overall big, but that was his old apartment. I think I had that same stove in my first apartment, but in my first apartment was like an old converted hotel and hadn't been redone since the 70s. But yeah, ladies, come on, that all could have been yours. You just have to use the shared bathroom down the hall. Wrong way. Yeah, nobody. The two likes were Lucas on his two accounts. No, thank you. Nope. Nope. Oh, no, thank you. No, no one ever craves you. No one would ever crave Lucas. Classy. Yeah, he's it's just like that ribbed tongue thing. Yeah, the fart box. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Hey, Heretics Fork. I've got one of those. I actually use the thing to stretch my neck out when I've been hunched over all day. Mine's not actually sharp enough to break your skin, though. It's just sharp enough to stay in place. It's good for stretching your neck out. Yeah, his tongue is that of someone who has a constant problem with thrush and is severely dehydrated. What the fuck is that angle? What did he do to his eyes? Why did he smooth so gentle? This is a terrible picture. He looks like a scary version of the Michelin. Oh my god. I've seen the ones covered in text before, but not the blank. The blank is somehow funnier. How is terrorizing a comrade by a Kiwi Farms conducive to leftism? Cat, what are you? Oh, you're chewing on the carcass. Okay. Aren't you pretty much admitting you're a dick? Yeah, sure. Why not? So this was when Lucas was trying the kind of SJW angle and being all, you can't say this word, you can't say that word, it's hurtful and bigoted. And then when that didn't work, he swing back around to, I'm going to drop racial slurs until you fuck me. Just kind of throwing it at the wall, see what sticks, and nothing ever sticks because disgusting. Disgusting. Wouldn't you love to be on a date and look across the table and see that looking at you? Hey, he's wearing a button down. Not the proper button down. I was thinking like plain color, like what you would wear with a suit. This is what he looked like when he went out to clubs and bars. So I'm sure nobody thought he was creepy at all. The hell is that look? Oh, this is the image that he used on his cute older daddy thing of bigots that have valid opinions. It's his list of them. So here's the picture. If you ever wondered what the niece looked like, this is a picture of one of his nieces playing meeple toss, and this is his proof that people like his games. What is this? Is that the name of a game he was making? I don't like that. Old fat Lucas, who at least had a girlfriend. That's good, smooth his weird wrinkly earlobe out in this one. Yeah, that's not what they're called. He looks just like Lights barely on, nobody home. Oh, here it is without a meme on it. He forgot to smooth his nose hair out of the picture. Those glasses don't fit him right either. So, again, I'd like to just remind y'all here that his hair is not wet. That is gel. Dried gel. Yeah, it's totally normal. Lucas does not realize this looks like him. Got that Ninja Turtle shirt and the extra smooth face that the ladies love. She was 11, apparently. I know why he posted this one. And it's because I sent it to him. We got some Ninja Turtles out going to the bars, but not in the bars. Doesn't look insane or anything. No, totally normal. Completely normal place to take pictures. Totally normal. I found a picture of you in reverse. Oh, because Lucas doesn't know how camera lenses work. That's right. Let me be more than your religion. Doesn't make any sense. So these are always funny to me because clearly he did not do any editing on this one, right? You can see he's kind of gray. You can see that he has like pores and his little pube beard coming in, and he just kind of looks generally dried out and rough. Versus indoor pictures where he looks nothing. He will tell you that he doesn't edit these. Did you shave your eyebrows? So this is what he thinks people think he looks like, and then he posts shit like this, like actual unedited selfies. Again, hair is not wet, that is dried gel. Mad at trolls. Mad at trolls. If you have to criticize me, please ask my permission first and do it in a DM. Thank you. That'll never happen. Not in the cards. Got some real old pictures here. He was crying because he was lonely and doesn't have a girl. He was crying and we all needed to see it. He keeps trying, Tinder. He's sad. Look at him. I love this particular era of pictures because all of them have this bright red nose tip. Like he's just got a big old zit going on there. So at one point, Lucas actually could grow a fairly long beard. That's still kind of a pube beard, but at least it was like long and slightly less patchy. Whoa, no thank you. No thank you. Oh, I should read these. The red nose is killing me. It's not the word you should be using, but okay. Nobody's surprised by gay pride parades. Like, nobody. Literally nobody. Oh, we got some anti-Semitism going here. Not sure what he deleted, but Lucas says we're going to keep this in mind before I read this out loud. Lucas is the one who typed this. Jew isn't a skin color. Shut the fuck up. And Devin says, "You're suppressing Jewish voices is pretty anti Semitic, bro." Lucas says, "The guy who blamed all the diseases on migrants or me, bro, both, bro, no." And then people start talking about the whole Jewish thing being a race and whatnot. But yeah, Lucas, I mean, what a surprise. Lucas is anti Semitic, among everything else wrong with him. No thanks. Here's again, for somebody who is totally straight, he really talks about cocks and balls and asses and craving it, projecting hard. I don't know what this look was, but why the hate at gay pride only once a year? Too afraid the cock throb music every night would make your meat bust a zipper? This man is not straight. This no. There are sometimes when I actually look through Lucas's shit like this and or think back to some of the DM conversations I've had with him, that I sometimes think that the fixation on young women is a desperate cover for the fact that he's just closeted. He has said multiple times to several people privately that he is absolutely terrified of being seen as gay. That's a terrible picture. That's horrifying. That's extremely horrifying. Good Christ. He looks like he's. Oh. Did he shave his head at one point or did he just Photoshop his hair out? Honestly, he looks better bald. Probably just because his hair is like thinning and has that big, disgusting bald spot, but okay. That was a dumb meme. You sure wore baseball hats a lot. He's, oh, he was arguing with somebody here. Hey, check out the bald spot. This is from 2019. This is what his comb over covers. If you've never seen Lucas's fucking nasty, huge bald spot. That's some hair. Hoping to kind of find one to show his bald spotting. This is one of my favorite ones because, like, why would you post? His head looks like an egg. I mean, okay, that's fair. Ah, here it is without the text. He's on his bed. You can see the nasty wall behind his head. Like, what the fuck? Oh, why are you making that face? To be goofy. Oh, I thought you were scared. Conveying shock at how awesome these games are. There's two of his shitty games that he had prototyped. He's sad. No one wants to fuck him. And he's posting these in like 2019, but these are pictures from several years before that. Bunch of boring game shit. So if you ever wondered what Suzanne looked like, here's a picture of Lucas and Suzanne. I think this is from like 2009, 2010. But yeah, that was Lucas and his girlfriend. Yeah, she wasn't bad looking. A game he will never play because he has no friends. Creepy. I don't like him in a dress shirt. That's enough of that. Still need one of a suit though. No, no. Absolutely not. Notice anything. Um, Wearing a coat in the second one. He's fatter. He's not smiling as much. He photoshopped his eyes less. My cheeks didn't seem pudgier. Oh, so he got fatter. Okay. I mean, I guess I did notice that he got fatter. Yeah, when Lucas has like a nice button down on, he looks like the creepy uncle. I do not appreciate that and I wish I could unsee this, but because I can't, you get to look at it. No. Why would you take a picture of that? That looks terrible. No, it's fried pizza. Of course it looks terrible. Just gonna smooth everything the fuck out. Who needs skin texture and a full beard? That's creepy, Lucas. Also creepy. Teeth are disgusting. No, no, this is all terrible. This looks like a clickbait ad, like that you would see on Yahoo's landing page or something. Of course, he wants someone who likes food. Just smoothing his eyebrows right the fuck off. But then he still goes ahead and posts like shit of him outside, and that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Go up and talk to men. So now he's just going to stop her. Well, actually, he shouldn't approach people, but here's another one where he smoothed his face out, but like didn't smooth the. Like, what the hell? It's just why? What is that? Did he like move a piece of his hair? I don't even know. I don't want to know what that is. It's a nasty apartment. But yeah, some of the pictures you can find on his Facebook aren't on his Instagram because they predate him having an Instagram. Um, Jesus, he did a lot with that one. But like these pictures were from the first time he went to college. These are even older. He edited his eye color there. I don't know. It's just bad lighting. No, he just blurring his whole face off. No eyebrows, making himself look even fatter. That's how getting ahead and being behind work. That's a really old picture. That one with those stupid sunglasses. Not even. Yeah, he used this one a lot too. The wrinkly forehead, concerned dog look. Just taking a selfie on the bus. Like normal people would look at 90% of these selfies and would just be like, wow, that's terrible. I'm going to delete that one. I'm sorry, what? Oh, God, thank Christ. For a minute, I thought he actually melted cheese over Pop Tarts. So glad he just stole a meme. I didn't want to think about that. He's taking pictures of food, but we've all seen what his cooking looks like, so Yeah. Oh, there's that P.F. Chang's again. Cheap sushi. He probably ate all of that himself. Definitely needs more sour cream. He probably added more after taking that picture. Look, he was so proud of that P.F. Chang's thing that he posted it multiple times. Oh, what is this fucking nonsense? Intra-agial, the new Ku Klux Klan rally. Only date men over 35. You'll thank me. In true biblical fashion, we interviewed every dual-gendered species on Earth to make this fake film poster like we were Noah. I like the way young women make me feel. Just say no to age cest. That's not a thing. Starring Lucas Werner as the first black president. What in the goddamn hell? I don't like this meme format. I'm glad he stopped doing this one. Is he trying to do like magazine cover shit here? What is this? Okay, Don't Fear the Telomere was kind of amusing. I have every right to love younger women. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, back when Lucas still. Maybe that's not a cigarette, I can't actually tell. Here's more P.F. Chang's. Oh, look at him leaving $40 and a $5 tip. Big spender. Probably just made your waitress's rent. Why? No, Lucas, no. Just fucking no. Not a good look. This was before he had a phone that could do photo editing, apparently. I see the word pedophile. Let's see what we got here. Why be a pedophile? Kids produce less progesterone and testosterone, and these two hormones strengthen the immune system. Is that literally his only reason for not wanting to fuck kids? I don't even fucking know. If he was, he'd probably be into diaper furs or something. So this is what he used to do. Like, he'd go out to eat and then do the thing where he eats half of it and then write shit like this inside of the takeout container and just, like, give it to some random homeless person and then post about it. Like, the absolute piece of shit that he is. That's a real punchable face. Oh, you're doing receipts. Let's see here. So some olives, so $25. Okay, you can afford $25 for Thai. I'm assuming that looks like a pizza box. What is this? This looks like horsehair. Oh wait, that was pretty gray. 2016. So if he was that gray in 2016, has he just been dyeing his hair to keep that skunk stripe away and he quit? More pictures of animals fucking. Cut my face into pieces because I like my beard and mustache short. You have to make it rhyme. Oh, look, he spelled stubble wrong. This is stubble spelled wrong. Too beardly. I don't give a care if I cut my face. How in the fuck is he as old as he? This is 2016, so he's still in his late 30s. And he doesn't know how to shave. Like, literally everyone in his life failed him if he got to that age and still doesn't know how to shave without cutting his face to ribbons. There's his bald spot again. Telomerase sickness? Oh no, it's long and I have to read it now. Oh, damn it. Uh, October 29th, 2016. I'll have to screenshot this one too. Like the Earth revolving the sun, before Copernicus, Aristotle believed the sun revolved the Earth. You're missing words. He's got word salad and he's still missing words. I mean, to be fair, he did get a lot of olives based on the pictures. I mean, it seemed like a decent $4 worth of olives. I wonder if I have olives. Olives would be kind of good. That was the story until Galileo agreed with Copernicus and was locked in a tower by the church. It's oversimplification, but okay. From 1936 to 2015, America was against legalizing recreational marijuana. How is this related to? From 1912 to 2009, the scientific community professed that men over 35 should not become fathers because it would give their kids schizophrenia, autism, and every health problem like incest, inbreeding. You don't have to say incest and inbreeding. It is implied if there is incest that there is inbreeding. Otherwise, it wouldn't be incest. Stupid. He deserves everything he gets. It's disgusting. Well, it's 2016, and like the Earth revolving around the sun, things change. The Earth does revolve around the sun. It does so regularly. Maybe he didn't mean it that way. Who in the fuck knows at this point, honestly? Men from 35 to 55 who become fathers, telomere. Men from 35 to 55 who become fathers, telomere the chromosomes of their children, giving them less of a chance of developing health problems. Is telomere verb now? I'll be 37 on November 27th, 2016. Maybe if pedophilia and incest are illegal, we ought to raise the minimum sexual age of consent for males to 35 to avoid telomere attrition in children. Same absolute bullshit. Anyway, all life on Earth follows the age gap pattern for breeding. It really doesn't, between older males and younger females, except for the one life form killing all life through weapons of mass destruction, institutionalized greed, and global climate change. Fertility is ageist. Progesterone dips in women after the age of 26. The chemical progesterone boosts the immune system of men. Make progesterone too by stimulating the production of testosterone. That's okay. Men over 35 are less likely to give you depression, wrong, and cancer later. Again, wrong, by moving you at a safer distance from the Hayflick limitation of telomerase abundance. Couples within 5 years are more likely to grow bitter against each other in age. Silverbacks are surrounded by dozens of female adults who will mate with him. Look at all life. Jesus Christ. Disgusting. Like, he's just legitimately disgusting on every level. Oh my god, Lucas photoshopped himself onto a suit. Nice! I don't have to find someone to do it now. Good job, Lucas. I mean, not really, but, you know. I can't believe he photoshopped himself onto his cool. Cool. All right, well, I'm glad I scrolled through and found that, because now I've seen Lucas in a suit, albeit on a body way too thin for him. But no, that is hilariously wrong. There's his bald spot again. Some more crying. Wow, that is an angle. Oh, he was trying to get a picture of his bald spot. Yeah, that's kind of the face everyone makes when they kind of meet Lucas. Or that one. Nice little waddle starting to grow in there. Oh, it's just a religious thing. That looks nasty. Also looks nasty. So he used to do this kind of shit a lot too. So the note card reads, atheists eat baby Ruths, especially when they're free. Please take one, read, and leave the note. It would be the Christian thing to do. The trouble most atheists have is that most of them have fallen into the trap most theists have been in for a long time, becoming money worshippers. When it comes to commonality, what we far too often forget, that is our shared enemy, ought to be greed. It's fine to complain and give back, but paying it forward is just as important. That's not giving people free candy bars is not what paying it forward means, but okay. Stupid hat, stupid hat. Taking pictures of a random guy in public. Nasty looking food. Nasty looking food. Going through a Bernie phase here. It's not, doesn't really have anything to do with democratic socialism, but go on. I'm going to regret this. Yeah, I regret this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely regret all of that. Wish I hadn't seen it. Can't unsee it. Just like all of this is so. What normal person would take a picture like this and think that, yeah, I look totally sane there? I don't think that's the case, but okay. Oh, we got comments. I don't know a single woman that wants to fuck Bernie Sanders. And his response is Richard Dawkins is older than Bernie Sanders? I don't know why that makes a difference. Apparently it does. So she asks, what does that have to do with anything? 20-something-year-olds don't want to sleep with men that are old enough to be their grandfathers. Lucas says, I'm 36. Feel free to call me daddy. She calls him gross and says that he's too young for her. She tells him, or he tells her to leave. I deleted her. She broke my rule and attacked me. She attacked you. All she said was you were young. She called me gross. She attacked me. You deleted a girl for calling you a creepy weirdo. And if I recall correctly, after you blocked her, she came back and she said she would bring back your DVD, and I bet she doesn't. You'll make sure she does stays away. What the hell? I'd fuck these bitches if they'd let me fuck them, but that's the problem. They're not letting me even be nice to them, and they complain when I'm not nice. Oh, it's Dan Campbell! Oh, it's Dan Campbell! This was the guy that was his roommate briefly. I don't have trust in her no more. She had me do something illegal. I peed for her so she could pass her drug test. Good to know, Daniel. Let's see. Oh, this is a long comment. There's a lot of women who have the same disease. No, it's not that they're prejudiced against dating older men. They've never done it, so they know they won't like it because if they liked it, they'd do it. So they're not going to do it because they don't want to like it. What the goddamn hell? It's not that they're prejudiced against dating older men. They've never done it, so they know they won't like it because if they liked it, they'd do it. So they're not going to do it because they don't want to like it. Like when their grandmothers were young and white and their age, and a black guy moved into town and they all hated the black guy because conservatives always blame the victim. What? What? Yeah, I think Dan actually just has just some cognitive disabilities. His Lucas Werner diss rap is hilarious if you haven't seen it. And it actually wasn't terrible for a rap someone made about Lucas. That girl does not look 18. Terry Lee, you're doing that thing I don't like. I'm so mean to Lucas on his own page. Again, normal people would not post a selfie like this. Or this. Kepler man. Oh, that planet that has the benevolent alien whoa on it. Imagine you've just regained consciousness. That's terrible. Oh, that's worse. No. No, 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 no. Go. Lucas can't handle criticism because he's a little bitch. Got the wild hair there. Oh, we got the bangs coming in. Hey, look, it's Lucas's still diabetic feet. Ugh. They only gave me 2 pills and had me wash my own feet. Well, yeah, if you'd been washing your feet, you wouldn't. Oh, God. So you can see, like, the beginnings of, problems with his feet because of the diabetes. Like, that's a blister. But that reddening, the way it's doing that, that's poor circulation, especially when you see, like, the white between there. Well, he's at the hospital. They should do everything for him, shouldn't they? Disgusting piece of absolute trash. Oh, that was a nasty, nasty picture I didn't need to see. When did he post that? What year is this? 2015. So as far back as 2015, you can see the beginnings of diabetes problems in his feet. Yeah, what every Gen Z girl wants, a crusty, rotting foot on a 40-year-old man. Oh, look at all these shitty notes. I am not going through all of these shitty notes. We're not doing that. Her eyes say Bernie Sanders, but her tits say at least the N-word who actually comes on these tatas has a job and ain't no homeless bitch. Ew. Talking about his... Oh, their property was appraised at $50 million. That's a number you definitely didn't just make up, buddy. Not at Malin Place. He can't have visitors at Malin Place. They don't let them have friends over. No playtime for Lucas. He was like really obsessed with the idea of like softcore porn women being really, 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 really into Bernie Sanders and also being Christian at the same time. Like these things are not related. PhD. 2015, huh? Yeah, Olympia Atheist, that's his Facebook thing. Single since 2012. Oh no. The vortex of cognitive dissonance. Yeah, he's been stuck in that for years. These selfies are so bad. That's creepy. Not even going to click on it. A bunch of Bernie shit. He went through a little phase where he didn't post much for so. Ooh, Black and Mild, nasty, nasty, cheap gas station shit. Trump versus Sanders. You know you're going to vote for an older man, girl, and Bernie Sanders is a secular humanist Jew without a lot of money. Where did he get this idea that Bernie Sanders just doesn't have a lot of money? Like, whatever gave him that idea? I don't understand how he ever got that idea. It's just it's completely insane. Like, just completely and utterly insane. That's a face. Back before he started photoshopping everything. Oh, there's the blank. Take a good long look at that. Just go ahead and take a good look at that. That's horrible. Yeah, his head just looks like an egg. Just an egg. Flat bill baseball cap. One of the first times he was bitching about it back in 2015. Boyfriend looks like Justin Bieber, complete with the unbent baseball cap bill, dollar bill sign, and one gold chain and jewel encrusted cross on another who has a Visa black card from his mom and dad. Totally crushes on Jewish Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, who looks like Doc Brown from Back to the Future and who only has 300K in savings. Constantly talks about wanting to fuck him, suck his dick, and can't wait to vote for him now that she's finally 18. Literally nobody said that about Bernie Sanders. Like, literally nobody. Have another blank. Terrifying. Maybe Lucas said that about Bernie Sanders because he seems to be the only person talking about Bernie Sanders, honestly. Kind of gross. What in the hell? No, that's too much text. Do we have like less Bernie Sanders and more of your shitty selfie memes? But yeah, his Facebook is something else. He goes through things where he posts a lot of memes or old pictures, but you get like gems like this. That's totally normal insane. Oh, I would be super surprised if you couldn't bust Lucas for having that on his phone. Um, yeah. I'll be all right. No Nazis. My dad and stepmom have a nice house on 12 acres outside Aberdeen, and my mom and stepdad have a pool in Arizona. We'll get over 25 million someday. Nope. No Nazi. No Nazis to make that clear. Poor 35-year-old liberal male with an EBT card who doesn't resent women, resents young rich liberal women who date young rich liberal men, while touting a 74-year-old poor liberal man named Bernie Sanders. Happy 74th, Bernie. September 8th, been 4 years searching for a 16 to 30-year-old female bae since 2012. 16. Lucas will try to lie, and he will say that he has never wanted a woman under 18. Fucking written right there. 16 to 30. 16, Lucas. 16. 16. That's disgusting. That is completely disgusting. And I'm going to save that image. Yeah, it's already saved. Kitty. Shut your hate down. Blogs.com. I think that says Seattle. Seattle. Oh, so he's linking to an overview of being wrong about the age of consent and then tags it with. Who writes a hashtag? Free soda. Read note. Leave note for others to read. That's disgusting. He left that in public. Oh, look at all the free soda he left. Look at all the free soda. 4 cases. Look how generous he is. He's leaving 4 cases of soda. Oh my God. I've dropped over 150 pounds in weight for the love of sexy little naked women and desire to service females from 16 to 30. 16, Lucas. 16. We're going to just grab that little screenshot right there. Okay, that was disgusting. That was really disgusting. 16. What's it? Not creepy. Not creepy. Buddy, if you have to tell people. What's the matter? I'm a 35-year-old and male without a bae, without wifey, and I've been alone since early 2012. That's inching on 4 years. This is from 2015. I'm a Bernie Sanders Democrat. I did this with my EBT card. I've done it around Olympia since 2012. At first I was just bored. I wanted to be remembered if I died homeless as a good person. Then I found housing again and continued out of habit, indicating every time that I was a guy who receives no love and sometimes outright hate because of what I am. I just found out, I'm going to save this one. I just found out that the age of consent in Washington State is 16, so I'm looking for a girlfriend between the ages of 16 and 30 who is kind, attractive, and without kids. Again, it doesn't much matter when our dad dies and our stepmom dies, we'll inherit our 12 acres of land worth around $25 million. So even back in 2015, he was doing the my parents are millionaires bullshit. I have no tolerance for haters. I will, in fact, block you for it. A man's search for a woman is driven by the instinct for survival, and I will not talk to you unless you send me a friend request, girls. Olympia atheist, not creepy, writes out the age of consent that he has wrong. Yeah, there's a few old videos where he mentions 16. Cat, you're sitting on my phone. Quit sitting on my phone. Absolutely disgusting, Lucas. Is this nonsense? Temporal communicator, huh? Earth 2.0. Electromagnets, cesium vapor. I'm going to save this one because it's stupid. Oh, there's this Kepler 452 that's got the benevolent aliens on it. It's a gross oversimplification, of course, but it would let them know we're here if they're there. Did he, dream up that planet and decide that there were benevolent aliens on it or something? What? I don't even know what that is. Enjoy the refreshments, my friends. Care package of kettle chips, M&Ms, Pepsi, and whipped cream vodka. This was the biggest one I've done yet and told me to go big or go home. I get hunches. I've been pointed out by others that I'm mildly psychic. Mildly psychic, huh? I'm gonna doubt that one. Oh boy, here we go. Extra money, spent a bunch of shit. Just prior to being evicted, he got an extra $100 and he decided to blow it all on free food and a pointless quest to never get laid. I don't understand millennial females. Fucking Ferengi. They show all this respect towards Bernie Sanders, who is a great man and destined to becoming the first Jewish American president of the United States, the oldest president in American history, and one of the poorest presidents. But these millennial females come at me with all that hate and banter about how I'm undateable to younger women because I have an EBT card, give 20% of it away every month. I'm 35 years old because I'm too intelligent to believe in Santa Claus spelled wrong, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, Satan, the Krampus spelled wrong, Chupacabras, so Chupacabras spelled wrong in God. These millennial women are such hypocrites. Oh, well, maybe that's why I've only dated older women. I'll inherit 12 acres of land worth $25 million one day. Only interested in attractive women under 30 at this time. Shut up. Oh, it was cramp ass, apparently. God, there's more than... I needed some pussy since 2012. I left it all at this well. I left all this at the well with my EBT card like I do every month. I deserve you more than every other dude. And now I feel the burn too. They lowered the age of consent to 16 to match with 30 other states in January. Even though I'm 35, I can legally fuck you if you want to hook up. I hope you're gorgeous. No kids, please. I don't want to be a stepdad, but maybe father. Speaking of family, I'll inherit 12 acres and a house worth $25 million. Maybe it's better that I'm older, 16 to 30 only. I am saving the fuck out of that one. These are disgusting. Why did I not quit doing this an hour ago? Bernie Sanders is 73 years old. He'll be the oldest president in American history, one of our least wealthy U.S. presidents, first Jewish American president. His wife, Jane, is younger than him, Catholic, grew up slightly wealthier. In a slightly wealthier home and has a PhD. I'm 35 years old. I'm older than all your friends. I give away a fifth of my EBT card every month. I'm an atheist and have had sex since 2012. When my dad dies someday, I'll inherit 12 acres of land worth around $25 million. Straight, single, male. Hope is nice. I prefer no bullshit. Feel the Wern. God damn. See, I don't usually read like a ton of his notes. I swear I thought the bragging about his parents' non-existent wealth was like a new thing, but no, apparently he's been doing it since 2015. Oh Christ, there's more. Capitalist, I hate you. If you're going to be my girlfriend, come in like you love me or go fuck yourself. Free soda, please read the note. Yeah, shoot, he didn't put up pictures of the note. That's no fun. What else we got here? What the fuck is this? I don't need no woman got these evolutionary mistakes to shove in my face. Ran an experiment, had my doubts. What is it? Hope it's not the cookies. Is that the cookies? Did he fuck up cookies that badly? That is the cookies. How do you fuck up? Cookies are like the simplest thing to bake. Like, how do you fuck up making cookies? Lucas, how do you fuck up making cookies? It is the cookies. That looks overcooked. Yeah. No thanks. That must be when he was still a smoker. Oh, found these on the side of the road. This was earlier in Lacey. Good for you. You found a pack of menthols, I guess. I guess. Maybe. I have no damn idea what he's doing anymore. You kind of want him to make sense, but nothing ever makes sense. Like, ever. Oh, here's another note. What we got here? Even if I had a younger woman from a wealthier family who wasn't my education or religion, like our kick ass superhero Bernie Sanders, I would still lay down twice the recommended Christian dosage of tithe from my EBT card when I'm currently 35, heteronormative, cisgendered, unattached, and male. Would I be waiting for you? That was a clue. I need her more than you. Here's my proof. Free soda? It was weird. More stupid memes. Get your notes. What we got here? Hi, kitty. There are other atheists in Olympia. None of those guys do what I do, and it shocks me that they're getting laid. They're getting laid because they don't do what you do. Because no one, not in the cards. More free soda notes. What we got here? Okay. I don't like you. I love that you love Bernie Sanders, but there is a very good chance that I don't like you. I hate your taste in men. He's young, loud, selfish, and idiotic, and nothing like Bernie Sanders. Just because you align with someone politically doesn't mean you want to fuck them. Of course I'm single. You disregard me like the mainstream media disregards Bernie Sanders. 20% of my EBT card a month. That's what I give you. Drink it all up. His apartment tour at the transitional place was pretty sad, too. When he goes in his nice empty bathroom and he doesn't even have toilet paper and a shower curtain for. Oh, that's attractive. Meme maker on his device. Everything about him is just so foul. Yeah, Lucas would starve to death without welfare and charity. It depends on the church and the government. All these anti-gay Christians telling the broke atheist he needs a dude to take the pain away of not having a girlfriend when the broke atheist isn't even gay and is more Christian than all these goddamn Christians. Okay. Whatever you say, Lucas. Whatever you say. I think he really just. The amount of cognitive dissonance he has is always so amazing to me. There are plenty of bad atheist dudes who do no good, unlike me, and get laid all the time. Good luck finding a Christian dude who says the same thing about Christian dudes who do no good and get laid all the time. It's not doing good if you brag about it every time you do it. He's hoping it'll get him, laid, but it never will. Oh, what we got here? Facebook. Oh, 5 out of 6. Let's do it in order then. There's not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe it's the first page is 6. Oh, okay. Bernie Sanders, poor, 86th wealthiest senator. Again, old, 73, older than Ronald Reagan. Jew. Oh, shouldn't word it that way. 112, well, one of 12 non-Christian senators, married, 20 years younger, Catholic, half his age. Okay. The broke atheist, poor, EBT card. Old, 35 is not old. Atheist, the fastest growing group in the USA, not married, single, straight, male, age of consent, 16, plus 4 years below 16, plus minus. Oh, what is that? No, 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 no. Socialist Jew ex-carpenter, much like Jesus. Bernie Sanders is not Jesus. Millennial-aged people love Bernie Sanders. Free soda. And his Facebook URL. More bitching about Bernie Sanders. That's a face he's making there. Lucas tries to retcon his past of being into 16-year-olds. But yeah. Oh, he's made a lot of memes out of this one. One of these memes is about being a pedophile. I'm pretty sure I have it saved. Let's see if I can find it. I've broken no laws since 2012 and haven't had sex since 2012 and have given with an EBT card since 2012 and it's 2015 and you still refuse to have sex with me. You weren't. Oh, you won't fuck me because you're a 17-year-old girl, but the age of consent is 17. The other day you had a threesome with a 16-year-old guy and an 18-year-old girl in my neighbor's garage, and you regularly steal alcohol from the store and smoke weed. Gross. You think a 30-year-old man who want to date 16-year-old women is creepy? You're a promiscuous gay male who has sex without a condom? It is creepy, dude. Just gonna save that one. I'm pretty sure I have that, though. You're a lesbian with no male friends who won't vote for Bernie Sanders, though you also have an EBT card and give to others because it's so much more important to have a female president who takes from the white privileged, spelled wrong, male billionaires like Hillary than a Jewish president who does not take money from the corporations. That's a really specific insult. Nope. 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 Oh, this is Suzanne he's talking about here. You tell me you love me on the last day of our 18-month relationship as I'm leaving because you forced me to leave. You called me a piece of shit. I cooked for you. I'm really getting sick of looking at this face. Oh, Christ, what is this? Poor old Jew, 16 to 29, 50. So this is Bernie Sanders, the Jewish stick man with the your new boyfriend, kill yourself, another. For me, I'm like Bernie, Jesus, any younger girl, poor 8-4. What? Where? Okay. I don't understand how all these arrows work. With what? What is happening? What is this? I'm more Bernie than your boyfriend. Poor old atheist, any younger girl and hot. Age of consent is 16 in Washington, plus 48 months. New 16 illegal. Info to me, single since 2020. What is happening on this? I'm going to save this one because I don't know what's happening. I like the little comic he drew of Bernie Sanders and his wife and flat bill Christian things, and then Lucas with the A over there being all milady with the flower. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about in that. This is going on way too long. He has too many of these. Oh, age of consent is 16. Just gonna save that one. Yeah, nobody's Bernie's girl. Oh my god, what the no. No, thank you. I do not consent to having seen that. Again, not a good picture. It doesn't have a fucking neck. Okay, I could probably continue scrolling forever because we're only back to 2015 and he's had this account since like 2008 or 2009. There's probably more disgusting, creepy notes, but it's been like 3 hours and it's after 1. And how are there bugs in here? It's 30 below outside. Why is there a gnat in my screen? Okay. But anyway, yeah, this is what, if you never friended Lucas on Facebook, this is just all the bizarre shit that you've missed. And it's just insane. This is the appeal I've been making to women on Facebook for 2 months. No girlfriend since 2012. You have no idea how successful my method is, and it's completely free to do. You have no idea how successful my method is, but I haven't been laid since 2012. Two different things. That's something he taped to a light pole in 2015. He's been doing that for a while, too. But yeah, there's just like tons and tons of this shit. And it goes back a long time. And a lot of this is all pre-Starbucks stuff. So there's none of that like bitching about being maligned by Starbucks. This. Vacuum your carpet. God, he's just so gross. Anyway, this has been going on way too long, and I will probably never run out of gross notes to find on here, but managed to grab enough of them where he's got 16 written down, so that's fun. Yeah, the smoothing of his face out, I love that. And lately, when he's been trying to edit his face to be like way thinner than it is, and his nostrils are huge different sizes, it's all just hilarious, and it's so stupid. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this and probably go to bed because it's really fucking late. Yeah, that was gross. All of that was disgusting. Everything we went over tonight was disgusting. But it was nice to find those old things of him admitting he was aiming for 16 as soon as he found out, or as soon as he thought it was technically legal. But yeah, he'll claim he never said 16, and I'm sure he'll claim that I made up everything in this stream. So yeah, just go ahead and keep all those fun pictures of Lucas in your head, especially him photoshopping himself onto someone wearing a suit. And yeah, I regret reading through all of that because it's in my brain now.